So this is what the game loads into when you get through like the logos and stuff. And I think it's kind of neat because you can see there 1474 to 1499. It shows you the era these games take place in. But oh, there we go. I had to do left and right, not up and down. What do you mean not installed? I have to download the other games? I bought this digitally. Anyway, we're doing this one tonight, and then Brotherhood much later, because I would like to see if I like that game more if I don't experience it right after Assassin's Creed 2. So I'm gonna try to put a nice gap between these two, but that's for later, I guess. We don't have to worry about that because we're playing 2 now. How you doing, Lex? Nice to see you. I guess I should have started on this screen because it's the screen that says Assassin's Creed 2, but whatever. Actually, wait. Let me make sure I go to options. Okay, subtitles is on. Don't you love how it's options plural, but it only has one option in it? You okay? Not to sway you, but Brotherhood is your favorite of the SEO games. Yeah, that's fair. I know it's a lot of people's favorite. It just didn't really click with me personally. The time I played it myself, or any of the times I've watched it.
Miles. I'm a prisoner of war. A war I never knew existed. Waged by 2 groups I never thought were real.
Also, don't you just love the subtitles that are totally on screen right now? That aren't absent at all for this opening cutscene that's establishing the story? Catching you up on a game you may not have played. I think a lot of people started with 2, because it is the better game, but it does make me a little sad that there are people who just never played Assassin's Creed 1 because they were told to skip it because it's not as good. But like, it is good. It's just tough. It's a little hard to get used to. Its story is great. It definitely has value.
They want to make us all their slaves.
I really wish they would remake it because it's a good game. It's just old and harder to go back to than this one. Played all the Creeds when they were coming out till AC3.
Maybe I don't have to. I met someone. Her name is Lucy.
I want to say I sort of did. Like, I know I was aware of Assassin's Creed's existence for a while. So I did. Well, okay, I didn't play it right when it came out, but I knew of it.
I don't know what will happen to her, or what'll happen to me. All I know is I need to get out of here.
Actually, I think Assassin's Creed 2 was the point where I started paying attention to Assassin's Creed releases. And that didn't last long because I paid attention to 3 and 4, and then Rogue came out and was like, I don't have the money for that. And then that's where I stopped. Pigeons indicate ledges. Wow. Eagle vision in real life. Wow. Lucy's bloody. Wow.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they?
Now.
I was gonna make a joke of like, I'm a generic white guy in a hoodie. Wow. I don't really know if Desmond is white.
What's with the blood?
I mean,
are you okay?
Look, we have
I guess, but he does have like
like
Middle Eastern ancestry and Italian ancestry,
I promise I'll answer
English
all of your
ancestry,
questions
which would be
later.
white.
But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say.
And
So
then there's
please,
Connor
get in
too,
the Animus.
who is Native American.
All right.
He's got a lot of blood. There's a lot of different kinds of blood in him. And then we played the point where we experience birth, but fully conscious as an adult, reliving a memory that even the person he's reliving the memory of would not know of. Desmond is full of blood, confirmed. Meat sack, yeah. Yeah, it's like oh, what is it? I swear there's some game where there's like a biome that's just all meat.
Spingi! Spingi! Di nuovo!
Yeah, just think about the fact this is a memory that Desmond is reliving as Ezio. He is reliving being born. What do you think that's like? What do you think it's like to consciously experience being born?
Give him here.
That would be such a wild thing to discover.
It will be all right.
Like, the Animus in general would just
Sei
be
Auditore.
mind-shatteringly incredible for science and history if it were a real device. But like you could if you could relive memories even the person you're reliving couldn't remember, like being born,
Fine set of lungs.
you could live the point where they start existing. You could live the point where they officially are alive, which could end some pretty controversial debates about where life begins. That would be incredible. The Animus would be such an amazing piece of technology.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time, Desmond. We have to leave.
I like how that was supposed to be our tutorial for for doing things as an assassin. I mean,
Really getting
more
outta
like
here,
the
huh?
controls tutorial.
Sturgo's got some fucked up interior
I wasn't paying
decorating.
enough attention to know what Lucy was really doing there.
Stay close.
I guess she was just in general making sure she had the Ezio data,
We have a breach in the research wing.
which just happened to involve
Desmond,
being
over here.
a baby.
Fancy.
Baby moving his armed hand, yeah. Ezio was born armed. I mean, considering how good assassins can be at unarmed fighting,
Holy shit!
his body is a weapon. His both of his hands are armed. They're both weapons.
Look at this place.
Now, I know that Assassin's Creed 1 does foreshadow
about the
Lucy.
cameras?
I rigged
being an
them to
assassin.
withhold footage. How do you think I
I
managed to
really
hide all
wonder
your nighttime
if,
snooping from
you know,
Abstergo?
spoilers for if
You're
you've
good.
if you happen to have
So
never
I've been
played.
told. But they're on to us now.
I guess Brotherhood and Revelations is a spoiler for both. For Lucy being a traitor, I don't feel like that was a twist they initially planned, like this point, where, you know, you're escaping, and Lucy is helping you escape
We need
because
to
she's
get
an
to that
assassin
elevator
and
the
you're
other
on her
of the building.
side.
Follow my lead, but keep an eye out for security. I'd rather avoid a fight.
This room is cool. It's cool that that room exists, and then later in, like, Assassin's Creed 3, you actually get to run around. Oh, never mind. I forgot we ran around it here. And then Desmond
that
asks
an
what the
animus?
plural of animus is.
Hold on.
I don't remember the game always doing that, where
How many of
Lucy
them are there?
is marked.
Hold on.
Like, she's technically my target right now.
Is it animuses? Animi? What do you think, Lucy? Lucy, what do they need with all of them?
Desmond.
I kind of wonder if they really do need that many animuses.
Fuck. I thought this card would work. It must be on a
I mean,
separate
you know, I
system.
guess for the
don't
sake
have
of
the code.
efficiency, you know,
Wait.
for whatever data they need, they can have as many people gathering it at once as
Shit.
they want.
Come on.
Especially with the whole, you know, the thing that Desmond had to go through with Altair,
How
where
did you do that?
I
he
don't
couldn't
know.
jump right into the
Let's
memory
go.
they wanted to. He had to relive so much of, well, I don't know if it was a year or
What was that in the animus?
So much
Subject
of
16?
Altair's memories. You know,
Audi-
the entire
Audi
Assassin's
something?
Creed
I
1.
think we've been wrong all along. That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the Templars, they're only part of the problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
I don't know that she ever does explain what the problem is. But I still think it's really cool how much of these games actually do connect in a way that kind of makes sense. With, like, I forgot what the button is to counterattack. Ow, okay. like the modern day stories, I think actually do connect pretty well up until the, well, I would say the end of the Desmond era, the Desmond arc. But I think Rogue followed up pretty well. 4 and Rogue. And then the rest of the games honestly drop the ball on the real life stories, especially the ones that don't have one. Right? I keep saying real life. The modern day stuff.
Get in.
You're joking.
You know, I think
for your own
the
protection.
RPG trilogy especially dropped the ball with Layla.
Almost there.
That was not a very good arc. And then she just doesn't exist in Mirage, which I guess is kind of fair considering those are what was his name again? Ah, dang it. There's too many assassins. I can't always remember their names. Basim. Considering those are Basim's memories, and she doesn't need to relive those.
Thanks for that. It was great. Being shoved in the trunk,
The
bouncing
Animus
around.
is a neat device,
This way.
but real imperfect.
So, gonna tell me what's going on now?
There was a reason for the escape, Desmond.
Figures.
We need your help.
For what? Another treasure hunt through time?
Abstergo's gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, they'll do what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful. And every day, more of us die.
I still don't see how I fit into things.
We're going to train you. Turn you into one of us.
What? No. No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was, it would take months. Years even.
No. Not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
guess that
just
would be one of the
one guy.
Animus's imperfections.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
So that's why you found him. My ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did. Years of training, absorbed in a matter of days.
You
Okay,
broke
but
me
let's
out
skip
of
past the
Abstergo and
part
brought me
where
here just to
where
make
we
me
were a
an assassin?
baby.
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I wanted to say
Okay.
that the bleeding effect is something they ironed
All
out
right,
in the later
I'm
games.
in. Tell me what you need.
I think that's really only a thing
Really?
with the quote-unquote
sure?
commercial Animus
I thought
that they
you'd be
use
happy
in
about
4
this.
and Rogue.
Sorry, I'm just a little
Because
surprised.
Layla still has
I
problems
spent
with
the, whole
the
ride
bleeding
over there
effect.
figuring out how I
So-
was going to convince you to do this.
Save it.
Definitely
After
not
what
in
those
the
Templar bastards put me through.
full
I'm
Animus
ready, willing,
seas.
and able.
Thank you.
Which is really an interesting distinction, I
Lucy,
think.
you
What
made it.
makes a commercial Animus different
God,
from a
it's been
full
so
Animus?
long. 7 years, can you believe it?
Indeed.
Because
Welcome
the
back.
commercial Animus is presented as
So
more
this
like a
must be the
VR
infamous
headset,
Subject 17.
but
Desmond
you still
Miles,
get to
was it?
relive the memories
you?
of whoever
I'm
you're
sorry, where are my manners?
playing
I'm
as.
Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting.
So
but
I-
if you don't mind,
I
Desmond,
do wonder,
unless we
like,
get
how
straight to work.
do
Time is
you-
precious. Doubly so these days.
Well, okay, I
got
guess with a
everything set up and
quote-unquote
ready, Lucy.
full Animus,
Just say
there's
the
the
word, we'll
bed,
keep going.
Here.
but
I
it's
brought
still
you
just a
something.
visor that
A
comes over
parting
your
gift
face.
From Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core.
You don't really get plugged
This
into it
is
in either
amazing.
case.
With their data, things are gonna go a lot faster. I'll get to work on merging the code.
I guess the difference is that a full Animus like this is like it's like a dedicated console, a dedicated gaming console, whereas the commercial Animus is like a VR headset. So it doesn't do all the rendering in the headset. It has to have a computer connected to it to do the heavy lifting. That's probably the difference. Because I think you do have a workstation computer in 4 at Rogue that your headset is connected to when you use it. So, can I just speak to everyone? Okay, gotta get introductions.
Hey, Desmond. What's up?
Just wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby?
Sorry,
the
my
Animus.
Five Nights at
Actually,
Freddy's
I
brain is
prefer
just laughing,
Animus
just like, haha,
2.0.
baby.
Baby's
No
twice
one
as
takes care of
awesome as
Baby.
anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got
I don't know
no
why saying that
ambition,
hurt my throat.
no passion,
Jeez.
no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster, too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready, and we can get started. I just need to make a few more adjustments.
Do I need to talk to Lucy too? I'll talk to Lucy too anyway.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say thank you.
You're not gonna change out of the bloody shirt?
Sorry.
Get a new
Sorry.
shirt?
Yeah, you know, before. Everything at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't ready.
It's funny to think that Lucy
No.
never changes
Going through all
clothes,
that.
no matter
I
how
know
many
that the
days
Templars
pass in
still
Assassin's
exist,
Creed
what they're
1.
planning.
What's done
But as
is
soon
done,
as it's
Captain.
a day between
You're
Assassin's
here
Creed
now,
1 and
and that's
Assassin's
what
Creed 2,
matters.
boom, new outfit. It's like, what, were you saving new clothes for a special occasion? Do you only have the one outfit up until now?
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's
Oh,
in
but you had
charge of
enough time
maintaining
for
our
that
knowledge
quip.
archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
Can I, yeah, let me go first person. Let me see if I can... if I can figure anything out. So I see Christopher Columbus, Michelangelo, and Lawrence... Lawrence? I can't really read the rest. Simmons? Sandra... Bobcath? I can't... It's too blurry to read. I'm playing the HD version. Jeez, I should be able to read this paper. I think I see Ludovico. That sounds familiar. I think I've heard of a Ludovico somewhere. Silorza? Marco Polo. I guess this is just supposed to be general Italy stuff. Oh look, Niccolo. Can't really... I don't really remember his middle name there. But, Machiavelli. We meet him. Was that below it? Lorenzo de Medici, right. Rodrigo Borgia, Leonardo da Vinci, highlighted. Yeah, so those are people we meet later. That's cool. Hey, Darian, how you doing? I'm just reading Sean's notes here. Stuff, foreshadowing stuff we'll see in Italy. There we go. That's some legible text there. The Doges of Venice. I like how there's a Nickelotron. Just makes me think of the sci-fi movie franchise. You're doing Sleepy. I'm like the opposite of Sleepy because I had a coffee today and I'm just doing fine. I got caffeine in my system. I can be awake. Or a coffee amount of caffeine because sodas have caffeine
how does
too.
this work?
Assuming they're not caffeine free, obviously.
Of course.
Deep breath.
Ah! Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean!
Well...
Okay, never mind what I was saying about not getting plugged into the Animus. I forgot there's
Here we go.
thing that goes in his arm in this one. And it's funny, like the root beers we get. I wish we could find a diet root beer, because it's just so, like, I keep saying this, I keep bringing it up, but there's so much sugar in soda. I don't like it anymore. Like, I'm not gonna get on anyone's case for drinking soda, but it's like, maybe consider that the amount of sugar that's in one can of soda is mostly 100% of the amount of sugar you should be having in a day. So, like, having just one soda, like, that's it. You can't eat candy. You can't have cookies or cupcakes or cake. You know, regular cake, not just cupcake. You can't even put sugar in your tea because it's just so much sugar. Like, one can of soda and that's it. That's all you get for one day. It's like, it's a crazy amount of sugar. And I want to start drinking diet more often. But they don't, the stores we shop at don't have diet root beer. But it's caffeine free. It's like, it's the opposite of what I want. Like, I want diet, but I also want the caffeine.
Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we...
Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Buonasera, Viere. We were just talking about you. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought the Pazzi hired others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Gottardo. Afraid to handle things yourself?
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Uccidetelo!
I think Ezio really should have seen that rock coming. He really should have been able to avoid that. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to fight. It's gonna tell me. I don't know why I'm trying to remember. It's the beginning of the game. I don't have to remember things. The game will remind me. Also, since I'm playing on Switch, it might feel a little different. Especially because it's the old style controls. The pre-Revelations controls. Which I like. I know people find them clunky or a little hard to get used to, but I like them. I think they're intuitive to a degree. You know, having a button for your legs and 2 buttons for your arms and 1 for your head.
Hey! Behind you! Federico! What are you doing here?
I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight.
Oh. And?
You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can ruin before they get the best of you.
It also helps to not get hit right in the face with a rock. Or get shoved straight to the ground the moment a crowd shows up. Like, if this were real life, he would have been trampled to death. Like, if you fall over in a fight, in a street fight, and you're outnumbered by a ton of dudes, that's it. Game over. You're dead. Street fights are scary. Anyway, what was I saying? Something about soda? Yeah, I just think it's funny. Especially because, like, if you have a lot of sugar, it can make you sleepy. So, really, a caffeine-free soda is, like, the opposite of what I want. It's just gonna make me more tired, and I don't want to be more tired. I want to be more awake, which is why I had a coffee. I also had a coffee because I wanted to try out a milk frother that I was given for Christmas. So it's like, okay, well, let's see what this is like. Let's see how it affects the taste of coffee, because I don't really like hot coffee. But I figure I'd at least give hot coffee a try with the latte foam, because I don't know how it was going to change the taste. And I'm honestly not even convinced it did change the taste. But I tried it, and I think tomorrow I'm going to try a coffee without the foam and see, you know, make the same flavor of coffee just without the foam and see if it tastes the same.
Hold on.
And if not, then obviously I'll put some foam in.
won this.
Your lip.
Just a
Also, my
scratch.
eyebrow.
Let the doctor decide.
I forgot he gets a scar over his eyebrow.
Besides, I've no money for this doctor of yours.
Wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I'd hardly call it wasted. Lend me some florins then. Or have you done the same?
Search them. There's bound to be something in their pockets.
So that's a no. You don't want to loan your brother some money to get healed? Just gonna loot. I would say as many people as are here, but Excuse me. I don't know if I have the patience to loot everyone. There's a lot of people here. You know, think of... Oh, okay, that's... Oh, wait, nope. I was gonna say that's as many people as it'll let me loot. Oh, right, I gotta loot 200. Okay, so I do gotta keep looting. Alright. Yeah, thinking about the Animus again. Do you think it would be a good piece of technology to have? Oh, that guy had
Let's get out of here before the guards
had a lot. Maybe the game took pity on me. It was like, okay, that's enough looting. Here, this is enough to end it. Oh, not that way. Oh, man.
The sooner we're done with the doctor, the sooner
That
we
sun?
can sleep.
That sun lighting effect? Whatever the succinct way to say it instead of sun lighting effect. The lighting. That's very nice. I was honestly kind of worried this version wouldn't look good. Because it's, you know, it's a Switch port. And Switch ports don't always do good. I'm okay with how Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberation and 4 look on the Switch. They look fine, but I know they definitely have their shortcomings.
Ben trovato, Doctor.
But this does not look as bad as I was worried it would look. Mainly, I was worried about resolution, because it's a PlayStation 3 era game. It should look fine on the Switch, as long as they don't muck up the resolution.
Fottiti.
There we are. Now get out of here.
Grazie.
This way.
You first.
Indeed. I only wish they were all as much fun. Oh, wait. They are.
We should head home, Ezio. Father's sure to be wondering where we've gone.
Yes. I'd rather avoid a lecture.
Up for a little race, then?
To where?
Roof of that church.
Well, camera shook a little weird. Yeah, I just wonder, you know, because the Animus
On the count of 3.
would reveal so much truth in history.
2, 3.
But would that necessarily be a good thing, you know?
Baby brother still has much to learn.
What do you mean much to learn? I'm ahead of you right now. I just cut ahead of you.
Come on, Tartaruga.
And then I went onto a roof that I wasn't sure I could get across. Did mess up a little bit. I think I'm gonna lose. No, maybe not. Yeah, because, you know, the world might explode if
this
we
way.
suddenly find
you
out the
going?
truth to every
You'll see.
single thing you could possibly ask about the past. Especially in terms of religion, honestly. I think that would make a lot of people mad. I think a lot of people would be upset if they suddenly found out their religion wasn't true. So, like, I was thinking, like, if I could wish any piece of
It is a
fictional
good life
technology
for you,
into
brother.
existence, would I pick the Animus?
Best.
My first
Never
thought was
change.
yes, because it would be
And may
really
it never
cool,
change
but
us.
when you consider the possible consequence of, you know, everyone potentially finding out that their religion is wrong, and, you know, whatever other kinds of consequences may come with learning the truth to history, what other kinds of, you know, people we thought were good
Enough of
people
that.
but actually
We
turned out to
really
be
should go.
terrible,
Let's
or
go.
the opposite. Like,
Ezio, let
how much
Christina
chaos would that
There won't be time
cause?
enough for that. Later.
sleep. Ah,
Oh yeah, nightcap. So, oh, I gotta synchronize first. That's a funny name for what this mission is. I had another thing I was gonna say about making the Animus real. I forgot what it was.
So it's Vieri. I'd better hide.
Keep looking!
You're already hitting
Couldn't have
Ezio.
gotten far.
I don't have my haystack kill option yet. One guy. I swear he always does that. He always tries to shove Vieri, even though Vieri's not in the way when they start to move. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to say. Was like, there's already,
Christina!
you know, one thing that sticks out in my mind is like Nobunaga from Japanese history, who is
May I
always
come in?
made out as this
But only for a
bloodthirsty
A minute is all I
demon,
need.
sometimes literally,
Wait, that came out wrong.
and, you know, we kind of know the truth of what he did, but most people still just make him out to be a monster, even though he really wasn't,
minute. Oh, it's you.
especially compared to a lot of other people from that same period of history who get made out as the heroes who stood against him. So, I guess at least in the context of proving heroes true or false, and doing the same for historical villains, I don't know if an Animus would really change that much. Oh, I had to press X to blow out the candle. I thought it was B to blow.
Christina! Christina! Celia! Your tutor will be here soon. Come, my daughter. Is it really so terrible that... Figlio d'un cane! What is this?
Perdonate, messere! Chiedo venia!
I'll kill you!
No, that's not necessary.
Guards! Guards! Voglio la sua testa! Now!
There's really no need for
Oh,
violence.
time to take this conveniently placed path that they can't take because they're not the good guards. They're suck guards. They suck.
You have me confused with
Or
someone else.
maybe, wait, are they up here on the roof?
She needed some help with
Nope, they're climbing.
some things. I'm mostly innocent.
Okay, I didn't even need to get in a hiding spot. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, didn't mean to land in your face. Oh, there's a viewpoint right here. I better get that. I'm definitely not doing 100% again, but I will get viewpoints because it helps to have a map. So let me just take this ladder. Like, that's just good. I always laugh in games when you can climb, and it's like, ha, I don't need ladders. Ladders are for nerds. But sometimes ladders are just convenient. Except when the roof you climb on with said ladder doesn't have a way across. I don't know, maybe if an Animus did exist and it did prove proved a religion was true. I don't want to keep saying like, oh, it proved every religion true. Like, no, just hypothetically, if it proved a system of beliefs true, would people really change their faith or have their world shattered? Like, I think that's another thing, where people are just, they will keep believing what they want to believe, whether or not someone says it's true. I mean, that kind of is the thing of religion, honestly. Like, you know, you've got people from every different angle saying one thing or another thing, so you really do have people, like, people already exist that say, like, oh, religion is dumb. So, you know, what does it matter if an Animus said that actually Buddhism was the correct religion? Like, I don't know. Maybe people would still keep believing what they want to believe. And I think that's a good thing. You know, at least when it comes to religion, I think believing what you want to believe is fine.
Good morning, Father.
Come with me.
I can't particularly think of any places
Something
where...
wrong?
Well, okay, never mind. Any kind
You
of
think me
ism
blind
or
and
ist,
deaf, son? I know all about
probably
your
not a
fight
good
with
belief to
Patsy
have.
last night. And then this little visit to
You know,
Christina.
racism, not a good system of
Your
beliefs.
behavior
That's
is
one that should go away.
unacceptable.
That's not a
It's-
case where you should believe what you want to believe, because
It's-
racism is wrong, obviously.
It reminds me of myself when I was your age. I assume these misadventures won't interfere with your work today.
No, padre. Avete la mia parola.
I've prepared
Saw
some
that wall in the
documents here
background.
for
It's like, did
Lorenzo
that
Di
always
Medici
have
to
that
review.
texture?
I need them delivered to him.
With haste, father.
Because
Return
I
to
played
me
the
when it's
PS3
done.
version. I don't think I've ever seen any version of this game that was quote unquote HD. So if there are any texture differences, I don't know it. Or know them, I guess, because it would be plural. That does look great though. Like that building right there. I mean, even though, you know, it's crumbling, it looks cool. Yeah, my worries about this game not looking as good as the PlayStation 3 version, I think they're starting to go away. I think I'm starting to be okay with how this game is going to look. Clearly, it's got a little bit of a pop-in issue, a little bit of rendering issues. Which, again, it's a... Well, I can't keep saying PlayStation 3 game, because this is a Switch port of the HD version that is on... I forget. I forget what consoles. Whoop, oh, camera, what are you doing? I'm just gonna go up. I don't really know where I'm supposed to go, but up works. When there are people standing in your way, try up. And if there are birds, jump. But I'm not at the birds yet. There's the birds. Ezio just gave me the bird by jumping anywhere but the hay.
Ah, Ezio. Ben trovato. How are you? Come sempre. I have a letter for Messer Lorenzo.
I'll see that he receives it when he returns.
Returns?
They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid, and not expected back for at least another day.
I'll let my father know.
If there's anything I know about Renaissance architecture, it's that the fancier your door is, the richer you are. Because really, a door is just supposed to keep things out. It doesn't need to look fancy. It could just be a few scraps of wood. And as long as it keeps, you know, stray animals out, you've got a good door. Okay, let's not go that way. So, really, a fancy door is kind of just like saying, hey, look at me. I got money to spend on things that don't matter. I almost feel like something similar would be like getting a mural painted on your ceiling, because it's like, who's looking up? How often do you look up at your ceiling? Unless you're lying in bed, I guess. You know, just think you're in the living room. How often are you looking up? Oh, look, a chest. See, I found that by looking down. Which again, how often do you look up? Because I was looking down. You know, it's that ninja technique, the Tanuki Gakure Jutsu. People don't look up. No, don't go. Don't climb back into the thing. Get there, and then go up. I was pressing B to jump, but I don't have that ability yet. I mean, I can jump, but I would not go anywhere. I would not be able to progress up the building. Oh, now I'm on the roof of my house. My, what's it officially called? There's a word for it. Palazzo, I want to say.
Keep up the good work.
Bischero.
You...
Oh yeah, I was supposed to be able to eavesdrop.
Hello, son. You remember my friend Uber?
Good morning, Gonfaloniere Alberti.
To you as well, young man.
I trust you delivered the message.
Si, padre. But it seems Lorenzo is out of town.
I did not anticipate this.
What does it matter? So you wait another day or two.
Listen, your mother and sister have been looking for you. I'll need you again in a little while, but for now, see if you can't help them.
Are you sure?
Yes, now if you'll excuse us.
Good to see you, Ezio.
I like how he's like, ah, you remember Uberto. And me as the player's like, yeah, I remember this traitor.
Hey,
And I remember my sister. No, I did not come to look at the book. You don't have the book
Hey,
yet, but I
Claudia.
didn't come to look
How
at
are
it.
you?
Bene.
You shouldn't keep things from me.
It's Duccio.
What of him?
I think he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls. I thought they were my friends.
Harpies. You're better off without them.
I loved him.
No, Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
Wait here. I'll go have a word with him.
Was that a flag over there? Wait, no. Flags aren't in this game. I hit B. Oops. I was supposed to hit A. And now we're in the loading chamber. I can gentle push, though.
Hey, Ezio!
Great.
Hey, Claudia.
Can I-
How are you?
Can I... I don't think I can... I can't...
You shouldn't keep things from
I can't skip. Ah, man.
It's Duccio.
Ah, I
What
gotta
have
remember
you?
to not hit
I think
B.
he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls.
What's this text
thought
file
they
I
were
have
my
open?
friends.
Harpies.
Oh,
You're better off
I
without
can
them.
close
I
that.
loved him.
I don't want to do that
No,
right now.
Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
I like how he does the
Wait
hand
here.
wave like he's using the
I'll
force
go
on
have a
her.
word with him.
You did not love Duccio. You do not care if I beat him up. Carne fresca. That's what that one guy was shouting. I feel like I should remember what that means. I don't. It sure does sound familiar, though. Santa Maria de Fiore. That building. It's like it's not the best looking game on the Switch, but man, it sure does look fine. It doesn't look like an old game, only slightly. Oh, there's a tower here too. I don't remember how to get up it. I'll save it for later. Fresh meat. Oh yeah, I guess carne would be meat. Oh wait, no. Oh, I thought that was the guy I'm supposed to beat up. No, no. Ah, I'm tripping.
Why would you shame yourself this way, idiot? He's here! I'm sure I have just what I'll send you to your
Okay.
grave. Oh, no!
Break line of sight. Nope, there's a... Oh, he's on the roof. It's like, oh, there's a red dot there too. That guy's not on the roof.
Yarkulo is mine!
Art merchant.
I found him!
Yeah, I never did go and get all the
Eyes froze.
treasure chests that the painter's maps lead you to. They say lose. Lead you to.
Who do you take yourself for, Botticelli? Don't listen to those
There.
so-called experts
Jeez.
extolling the virtues of Botticelli. It'll be
Yeah, these guys sell
forgotten in
maps
10
to punch you to treasure chests, and
years.
there's a lot of them,
Good people. And those
which is
I
part of why I've never gotten true 100% in this game. But I've done all the missions, and I've gotten all the collectibles other than chests. I would consider that 100%, because running around getting all the money chests, that's incredibly mundane and tedious. I don't think anyone would blame me for not doing it.
Duccio! It's beautiful!
Nothing but the best for you, amore mio.
But what of Claudia? I thought you'd been promised to her.
The father said I could do much better than an auditore.
Ah! Birbante! Come, let us walk a bit.
What?
If he can do better than an auditore,
Else
who, remember, are bankers, so they're rich, makes you wonder who
Hey,
she is.
Lurido Porco!
Ezio, my friend.
You insult my sister.
Ah, I missed the
Parading around
QTE.
with this putana.
What are you talking about?
I saw the gift you gave her. Or the things you said.
Maybe
missed the
your
QTE, I was
sister
scratching my
shouldn't be so
nose.
stingy with her virtù.
You broke her heart.
Ha! And now I'm going to break your face.
Would have broke yours if I didn't miss the
L'uditore is
QTE.
all talk big, but when it comes
And
time
the
for
lady
action,
is just walking away like
You'll
nothing
regret
is
ever
happening.
opening your mouth.
I could. Basta! Mi arrendo.
Stay away from my sister.
Okay, have a nice day. It's the end of this interaction. I forget if it was this game or Brotherhood, but I remember one of these games having a mission where you had to kill like 9 heavy armored guards who were just like, you know, heavy armored, so they're tough. And there was a time limit that was like really strict. Whichever game that was in, I definitely don't want to do that again. I think it was this game. I think that was one of the assassin contracts. Okay, why don't you want a leap of faith? You're supposed to leap of faith. I know I have the ability to do it. There we go. I'm on the wrong side of the wall. Excuse me.
Hey, Ezio!
Oh, you moved. I thought you were on the other side of the... Or is that... Okay, whatever.
What are you doing out
Do
here,
this one.
Petruccio? You should be in bed.
I want those feathers.
What for?
It's a secret.
If I get them for you, will you go back inside?
Yes, I promise.
We never do find out what his secret was. I can only assume he wanted to make a pair of bird wings. Especially if he's met Leonardo da Vinci. He probably would have commissioned a pair of bird wings from him. Oh, I've got to get multiple. I forgot. I'll go this way. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, honestly, for as much as I'm not the fan of Brotherhood does give you more tools for killing people. So I feel like the difficulty I had with killing all those guards in the amount of time would have not been so difficult if I had Brotherhood's tools. So I'm pretty sure that was in this game. But either way, I'm not doing all the missions in this game, and I'm not doing all the missions in Brotherhood when I replay that. So it doesn't matter. But that is definitely one thing that sticks out in my mind as something in the Ezio trilogy I definitely never want to do again. Can you guys not? I'm trying to go home. Oop, okay, I'm climbing on some rocks. Climb up the scaffolding in this fancy building. I feel like isn't this where Leonardo lives? That's his workshop. I'm gonna take this. I'm probably just gonna sit on all the money I can until we get to the villa, and then I can start investing in stuff. Invest really early on. Ah, good. If he had done the wrong move and not done the leap of faith, I would have been mad. And I could do the contextual camera. Look at all that context. Man, look at the textures in this game. Now I want to get a side-by-side comparison of how this version of the game looks compared to the PlayStation version, PlayStation 3. I will keep specifying 3 because I know this version of Ezio Trilogy is probably also on PlayStation 4. Maybe 5 as well. I don't know. Oh, A to interact. Because I know it's X to talk to
Here, people.
As promised.
Grazie,
dear brother.
Oh, I
You
didn't
still
even
haven't
finish
told me
this
why you
mission. That's
want
why I
these.
had
I will.
to do the door.
In time.
You know, he's not very good at keeping secrets because his mother knows about the feather collection. And then we end up doing it for her later on.
Buongiorno a voi, madre. Come state?
Sto bene. And you? Still recovering from last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. Anyway, I have an errand to run. I'd like you to join me.
Con piacere.
Come, it's not far from here.
Hit A and not B.
I know about your fight.
Oh, I guess the
Yes.
feathers are one thing I never got all of.
What fight?
Because I don't think there's a map for the feathers.
Let's not play
But
this game.
that's another thing that I don't
spoke
think
ill
anyone
of
would blame
us.
me for not
Do
getting.
not allow him to continue.
The
I'm
reward
sure
isn't
he's
even
having
good.
a hard time dealing with the accusations against his father. Francesco Di Pazzi is many things, and none of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
What will happen to him?
I imagine there will be a trial.
Will father speak at it?
He'll have to. He's the one with the evidence.
Still, I wish there was another way.
You've nothing to fear. Everyone wants justice done. It is an unfortunate state of affairs, but it will pass.
I love how when you like get too close to someone, Ezio just starts trying to not touch them. Like, again, he's trying to be polite, but a lot of times it's like he's just really scared of physical contact. Because sometimes he does it just farther away from someone than you would think. Oh, this is not the building I climbed. Where was I? Where did I climb that? I thought I was at Leonardo's. He's got a fancy door, too. This was back in an era where artists got paid.
Leonardo.
Madonna Maria.
Hovering hand
This
to a
is my
new level.
son, Ezio.
Molto onorato.
L'onore è mio.
Let me go and fetch the paintings. I'll be right back.
He's very talented.
Immagino.
Self-expression is vital to understanding and enjoying life. You should find an outlet.
I have plenty of outlets.
I meant besides vaginas.
Mother.
Back to your house then.
Si. Ezio, help Leonardo, will you?
And by help him, she means I'm the only one doing any work.
So Ezio, what do you do?
He's been working for
But
his
it's fine,
father.
because he's Leonardo.
You're to be a banker.
For now.
Those are inlets, not
You.
outlets.
Art, was it?
Very true.
Truth be told,
I was thinking
painting
when
is
she
not
said
the
that, it's like,
Painting is
wait,
nice,
but
I often feel
he's
like
not
I
being
work less.
he's not
I
being
don't
born
know why.
repeatedly.
Purpose. Does that make sense? I'd rather contribute more practically, more directly. Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture the world. I want to change it.
Oh, Leonardo. I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
And that's why I've got no problem being the only person carrying something. If it's for Leonardo. Because he is cool. Leonardo da Vinci has done great things. I mean, okay, if we're speaking in the context of right now, in this point in the story, he hasn't done much yet. I don't think. Well, I guess I don't know. I'm sure at least at this point in Italian history, Leonardo's probably done some pretty
Thank
good
you
stuff.
For your help, son.
You know, paintings and stuff.
Don't let me keep
Sculptures,
you from your
probably.
other duties.
It was nice to
Probably
meet you,
studied
Ezio.
some
I
things
hope our
pretty
paths
well.
cross again.
Anch'io.
But what he would go on to do later in his life, definitely. Definitely a cool person. Definitely would be the only one carrying his things.
Ezio, come in, son. I need these packages delivered to associates of mine in the city. I also need you to retrieve a message for me from a pigeon coop not too far from here.
Va bene. I'll get it done.
Come back here when you're finished. There are some things we need to discuss. And please, my son, Stay out of trouble. Hmm?
Yeah, the facial animations in this game are definitely... They definitely show their age, but I love that part where he goes, and the corner of his mouth raises. That's really good. That's one of those things that makes me think the face animations were probably great for their time. But I think, you know, I think facial animations are one of those things that I don't know if we'll ever perfect. Especially so long as it's as clipping will always be an issue with models. Oh, that's on the ground level. Oh, there's a ladder over there. I can go around this way. Like I don't know that we will ever have the Matrix, because I think capturing just all the little nuances of how a person moves, how their face moves, how wrinkles work.
No,
I don't think we'll ever get to the point where those are perfect. At least perfect enough that you would never realize that you're even in a simulation.
At least I'm not.
Anyway. Oh, look, a chest. Like, I think the Uncanny Valley will prevent the Matrix from ever truly existing. Like, we can try all we want to make immersive digital experiences, but I don't think it'll ever get to the point where you would not be able to tell that you're in a digital experience. Like, I just think it's completely unfeasible. Like, you can make the technology argument all you want, but manpower. Like, I don't think technology will ever automate the process well enough that it'll become feasible, and I don't think it'll ever be feasible on the level of a person sitting down and making a character model that perfectly reflects reality.
Why would I be followed?
Give me the package. Tell your father that they're moving tonight. He should as well.
Who's moving? What's going on here? Wait, come back. Explain yourself.
Like, obviously, I could be wrong, but it's something that makes me think a Matrix would never exist. No, don't. Why? It's a good thing I've been getting healed by completing missions, but jeez. Hey, wait a minute. I was on the same level as the mission before, but now I'm not. Like, when I was around the corner, I was the same level, but now it's up. It's like, well, I thought when I fell off the roof, I was fine. But now I gotta climb back up. Excuse me. Oh yeah, the pigeon coop. The last step of the errands. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. Hey, that message is spoiling the picture they used is Ezio in his later outfit. They're spoiling things. I say as if he's not on the cover dressed like that. I don't know that that's him. You know, it's like Assassin's Creed 3. You know how many people thought they were playing as the assassin in the beginning, and then it reveals that you weren't? You know, you spend the whole game, you spend the whole opening, it's like, okay, but when do I get the robes? And then it turns out you were never the assassin. And then it's like, whoa. And then you wonder how long it'll take for you to grow up so you're old enough to wear the robes. But I guess, you know, I don't know that anyone actually bought this game and then didn't think that this guy right here was a different person than the guy who's on the box. I'm sure most people correctly assumed that.
Father? Federico?
Messer Ezio! Thank God.
What happened? Where is everyone?
They took your
Why is there an
father and
echo?
brother to the Palazzo
Our
della
furniture is still
Signoria.
here.
To prison.
And my mother, my sister.
Ezio.
Well, not an echo,
Claudia.
but, you know, reverb, as if the building is empty.
Are you all right?
Yes, but Mother... She's in shock. When she resisted...
It's not safe here. Is there some place you can take them?
Yes, to my sisters.
Good, do that. In the meantime, I'll go see my father.
Be careful, Messer Ezio. The guards were looking for you as well.
I'm not really sure what they were trying to imply happened to Mrs. Auditory there. I don't think I want to know. Like, what I'm assuming doesn't feel like it fits with what they were implying, but it would make sense as to why she would be in shock. It's just that the scene doesn't really... It doesn't seem like this scene is happening after such a thing had happened. So I have to assume I'm wrong. But I don't know what else would cause a person to go into shock to the point where they would stop talking. Oh yeah, I forgot this is also a viewpoint. I hope I can get that viewpoint. You know, for convenience sake. Ah, I can't jump. I don't have that ability yet. I can jump this way. I can wall eject, I think they call it. There. It's a good thing I'm so used to climbing with these controls that I know I can do stuff like that. You know, jump sideways to a spot. Never mind about being good at the climbing. This game making a monkey out of me. You know, Ezio's the one climbing like one, but I'm the one acting like one. It's gonna see me. I mean, he was seeing me, but he's gonna fill his meter. See? People don't look up. It's a myth. No one has looked up ever in the history of mankind. Yeah, one of my goals with replaying this game is I would like to try achieving stealth more. I don't know that I'm going to succeed, but my theory is that because I have played all the other games and attempted stealth in those games as well, that theoretically I should be good enough at Assassin's Creed and I should have enough of the necessary mentality that I should do better at staying stealthed. Yeah, this is a little awkward because the game is, you know, if I had done the thing it wanted me to do, it would auto-eject me down after the cutscene. So coming up past my father, who was peering out the window, wondering where his son is climbing to. Okay, get out of the bell. But I figure since I'm here, I might as well go all the way up to the break room, and I'll tell you about that time I saw a deer again. And get the viewpoint. And then go down and see my father, and then the game can throw me wherever it wants.
Ezio.
Sorry, Dad, I just had to go pretend to be an eagle.
What's happened?
Took a bit of a beating, but I'm all right. What of your mother and sister?
Safe now.
Annetta took them.
Yes. Wait.
I like how he's even concerned about the maid.
Not the way he did, and not this soon. Doesn't
I think that really shows who the good guy is in this situation.
Explain.
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond
Why is his
lies
hand
a
moving
chest.
like that?
Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Roberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfalonieri, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you at the pigeon hole. It said, go, Ezio. Go now.
See, it would have ejected me down. Oh, 100 florins, right here in the hay. Who would have thought? Okay, I know there's another... another place you can jump. It's over there.
You belong. He's here.
Ah, I got caught. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why Giovanni's hand was moving like that. Like, I get he wasn't actually grabbing the bar because there's no actual collision data there. But why was it animated? Why was there any shake at all with his hand? I have to assume that it's from motion capturing, which I can't confirm this game did. But if it did, I would assume that erasing some of that motion capture data would be feasible, because I think that is a thing people do. Oh, there's a viewpoint here too. I should not have jumped down. Oh wait, it's that one. Never mind. I'll get that one later. Like, I know sometimes animators do have to edit motion capture data to correct things, or I want to say like do in between frames, but that's probably not right. But you know, they do additional work after capturing motion capture data sometimes. So I don't know why they didn't do that there with his hand shaking. I think that would be pretty feasible. Ah, hit B again. Ah. That's where A is on other controllers. It's okay, it was just a door. For a moment I was worried I was about to get hit on the head again.
Father said there was
I would
a
have to
door
climb
here.
the tower again. Oh wait, I have to hold it. But yeah, I was only set back a couple of feet by accidentally pressing the wrong button again. You know, I have a cosplay of this outfit. I can confirm that outfit does need a box that big to be stored. It does not compress well.
I had to bring this to Messer Roberto.
Also, a fun little detail that I know about the outfit, now that I've physically worn it. Oh, are people gonna... Oh yeah, they're gonna come attack me.
Hey, what's with the swords? Aren't you supposed to arrest me?
No.
What do you want then?
Don't... The tackle button. I thought I didn't have to press the target button because I was... because it was gonna auto-target.
There are no other options.
But a fun little detail I know about the outfit because I've physically worn it is that the way the sleeves are, there's like they're cuffs. You know, I'm sure that's something that you would expect from this outfit from the way it looks. But so the part where it buttons up, I don't know why I'm wobbling like this. The part where it buttons up, there's a little hole. Hello? Calling me from the wrong side of the wall. So one of his hidden blades, you know, once you get to the point where you have two of them, one of them is hidden up his sleeve. Which is funny, because it's like the one hidden blade in the entire series that is actually hidden under something. Yeah, his right hidden blade is under his sleeve. And the blade comes out and sticks through the cuff, through the hole where the cuff buttons. And I think that's just so neat.
Ezio Auditore? What are you doing here at this hour?
I also love how the inside of his house makes it look like it's just a brick closet.
Take a breath. Collect your thoughts. My father and brothers have been imprisoned. I was told to bring you this.
I could have sworn in the past game, or in the other versions of the game, that his house has an actual interior.
I'll clear everything up. How? The documents you've given me.
Where did you walk to? There's nothing there. That's a wall.
Against your family.
Where did he go?
I'll present these papers at their hearing in the morning.
The brick wall has to be something that they
Thank you, Signore.
accidentally got wrong in the HD
You
version.
need a place to stay. You're more than welcome here.
'Cause
No, grazie.
that's the
Cominciate
only
piazza.
explanation for Rodrigo
Ezio.
walking through a wall.
Going to be fine.
It's not the only one. Sometimes animators do that, but I could swear he doesn't do that in the original. I could swear there's an actual interior there. Like, the way it is, it's like there's a brick wall right here, which also doesn't make sense because there's a window. That's hilarious. Oh, I can't use the hidden blade yet. What else was I going to say? Also, imagine that you're having a secret meeting with your secret society. Oh, did not mean to pull that out. There we go. Imagine you're having a meeting with your secret society, and then someone knocks on your front door, and you go to see who it is, and the leader of your secret organization has to come and also be like, hey, who's at the door? What are you doing? But he doesn't actually stop and ask questions. He comes to the front door and glares at who is there and saunters off through a brick wall, apparently.
Do you require a medical assistant?
I'm sure it's not as ridiculous as I'm making it out to be, but I find it really amusing that it just so happens that Rodrigo was there. Okay, I guess it's not a meeting with all of the Templars. It's just Rodrigo. But it's pretty funny to me that just the top guy is there, and there's a knock on the door, and he's like, hey, who's at the door? What are you doing? Like, his curiosity just must be satiated as to who is knocking on the door, interrupting their meeting. Anyway, time for a Disney moment.
Giovanni Auditore, you and your accomplices stand accused of the crime of treason. Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Yes, the documents that were delivered to you last night.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents.
He's lying! I need to get closer.
In the absence of any compelling evidence to the contrary, I am bound to pronounce you guilty. You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death.
You are the traitor, Roberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will! Father!
Oh, sorry, did you think I meant this moment was going to be magical because I said it was a Disney moment? No, I meant dead parents.
I'll kill you for what you've done!
Guards! Arrest him!
Just, like, I know it's an execution, so it's already pretty messed up, but just to hammer it home, so not only did he kill Giovanni to help Rodrigo avoid prison time because Giovanni had evidence and was going to be at the trial, which would have presumably gotten Rodrigo arrested for something. I don't remember what the crime is, but apparently bad enough that the Templars had to step in and murder not only a father, but 2 of his sons, and an attempted murder of his 3rd son, and frankly the whole family. He was going to kill the whole Auditore family because Rodrigo was going to go to jail. And remember, Auditore family also includes Petruccio, which I don't remember how old he is, but clearly not that old. Probably not much older than a teenager. If even that old. Templars suck. Get down. Oh, and that's the end of this chapter, I think. Yep, or sequence. Sorry, sequence. Ooh, got a nice HD rumble going into the controllers right now. Excuse me, jeez. Just a nice, light rumble. More games gotta use HD rumble, man. These controllers aren't $80 for no reason. They better use that HD rumble.
I've got a little request for you. I've identified several strange markings that I've discovered right across Renaissance Italy. Now, I don't know what they're doing there, but I want you to help me find out. Rebecca has marked their general location in the database with an eye icon, and she's made them glow as well. Keep an eye out.
That's a weird point for them to be like, hey, check out this collectible that you can do for some additional story.
Serezio, thank God. I've been looking everywhere for you.
I couldn't stop them, Annetta. I tried, I swear. But there were so many guards.
Please, come with me. We need to get you off the streets.
What of my mother and sister?
They're safe. I'll bring you to them.
No. It's too dangerous for us to travel together. Tell me where to go and I'll meet you there.
My sister's house. Just north of the Duomo.
I'm on my way.
Wasn't I just on that bridge? And then the game teleported me? Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely not doing what Sean was just talking about, because they can get pretty stupid sometimes. Like, I enjoyed a lot of those puzzles, but some of the last couple of ones, if I'm remembering that right, I think that was this game where some of them just had absolute moon logic to their puzzle. That, you know, even trying to do it the way you would think it's supposed to be done, that even following the in-game hint itself still makes no sense. So I'm not doing them again.
My God,
It's just story anyway, so I don't need them. Go up, please. Thank you. It's probably gonna be a problem until I get that jump ability from Venice. Oh, rooftop guard. Never liked them. Rooftop guards are just... Did you just throw a rock at me? Rooftop guards are the fun police of Assassin's Creed. You just want to be a cool rooftop running assassin guy, and then they come along and they're like, hey, get down, you're not supposed to be on the roof. It's like, screw you, I'm an adult, I can be on a roof if I want to be. It's not illegal. It shouldn't be. It's not technically trespassing. I'm not in anywhere. Although I say that, but I know there are cases of strange weirdos. I realize that's redundant. I meant strange as in like strangers, as in like people the homeowners don't know. Stranger weirdos. Doesn't sound any less redundant that way. Weirdos getting on people's roofs without their permission to houses that they don't know the owners. I know those that actually happens in real life sometimes, so when it's a house that's on its own, yeah, that's weird. Don't do that. Don't be on people's roofs. But if it's like a city like this, where you can run between the roofs. I don't think there's much of a problem with being up there. It's probably the roof of more than one household anyway. At least, I guess, depending on the city layout. Wasn't I just this way? And I'm running away from... Ouch. I'm running away from my objective. I keep losing it because people keep attacking me. I'm just gonna wait for this guy to go the other way. And the sky looks pretty nice. It's probably just a high-res photo of the sky that some developer took. Which, you know, some might consider that lazy. I consider that resourceful. If you have the ability to just take a picture of the sky and then put that in your game and it looks good, who cares? Who cares if it's lazy? I call it saving time. Resourceful and saving time, apparently. I call it multiple things.
I think we have the wrong building.
No. No, this is it.
It is a pleasure to make
I
your
think I've said
acquaintance,
this
Mr.
before,
Annetta speaks quite
but
highly
her
of you.
chest just does not look right.
I appreciate the kind words, Madonna.
Ti prego.
I
Call me Paola.
I don't know how
Thank you
those
for offering your home
dresses
to my family,
squish
It was the
things,
least I could do.
but I don't
You
believe
must
that
be
dress is squishing
Perhaps you
things
do-
No,
correctly.
grazie. I can't stay.
Why? Where are you going?
To kill
It just,
Uberto
it doesn't
Alberti.
look
I
right.
understand your desire for vengeance, but the Gonfaloniere is a powerful man. You are not a killer, Ezio.
Spare me
Also,
the
yeah,
lecture.
another thing about that
I
trial.
can make you one.
And why are you going
Apparently,
to teach me how to kill?
I'm not. I'm going to teach you how to survive.
I'll wait.
Come.
I don't like talking over this because it's, you know, then there's two different conversations going on, and it might
This dressing is
start to get hard to
tantamount
follow.
a profession. We must walk the streets freely, seen but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us and become one with the city's crowds. My girls will show you how.
Also, different train of thought. I'll get back to that original one.
Come a little bit
I can't wait to
closer,
cosplay Ezio, and you know, at a convention. And what I want to be able to do, but I don't think I'll be able to
Like
do
what you see?
without weirding people out. I want to be able to just walk up to people in the Ezio outfit and pretend I'm blending to hide from someone. But I know if I do that in real life, someone's gonna think I'm trying to talk to them or trying to, you know, being weird about like trying to join their conversation, and that's not what I want to do. I just want to stand there and be like, okay, just don't mind me. I'm blending in. But what I know I can do, I can sit on a bench. No one will be mad at me if I sit on a bench. That's the blending I can do in real life. I always forget that Assassin's Creed 2 does let you do blending with any group. It's not specifically a courtesan group. It is any big enough crowd of people. I always think that's something the later games did. Like, I swear I can never get right when a particular change happens in Assassin's Creed. I always remember wrong. I don't know why. But yeah, so the train of thought I had before I was talking about cosplaying Ezio and pretending to blend with a crowd was so another thing about Giovanni and Ezio's brothers getting executed is how quickly it happens. Like, isn't there supposed to be a trial? You know, isn't there supposed to be like at least a week's worth of
What an oddly cut
trial and debate about the guilt or innocence of the accused. You know, gathering evidence of whatever Giovanni was accused of. I didn't mean to hit that button, but okay.
Now where is he from?
And the Lorenzo de Pazzi should have had his trial end sooner. You know, they were waiting on Giovanni's evidence and his testament. And then Lorenzo, I'm not sure I got the Topazzi's name right, but that guy. And then Giovanni gets accused of something, and then, no, don't need a trial, just immediately arrest him, immediately execute him the next morning.
Now that you've learned to blend, I'll show you how to use it for more than just moving around.
I'm sure there's supposed to be some element of the Templars using their power to expedite the process, but it's still ridiculous. It's frustrating and ridiculous. It's frustratingly ridiculous how easily the Auditores got killed for a false crime to prevent de Pazzi from being arrested for an actual crime that he did commit. Walk into someone and press B to steal from them. It's not working. Why is there a barrier over this door? Why is the Animus telling me I can't go through this door? I can't go through this door no matter what. It's not a real door. It's not a door the game lets me open. What are you trying to keep me out of? There's nothing there. It's a wall.
Thief! Thief! Once you've stolen from someone, Ezio, you mustn't linger.
Help! Somebody stop him!
I can't blend. They're mad at me for pickpocketing. But what if I sit on a bench? I guess my radar is green. Is it blue or green? I guess it's green. No, it just doesn't work sometimes. I could swear that the way it's supposed to work is that you just hold B, and when you fast walk into someone, you steal from them. Excuse me. It's not always working. Oh, there was only 3 people? I could have sworn I did 5. Again. I thought all you had to do was hold B. Maybe the HD version changed it so that you have to press it when you're next to someone, so that you can fast walk and not accidentally pickpocket people, because that was a problem I remember having. So maybe the HD version changed it so you don't do that. I don't know why I'm starting the next mission. I was supposed to go on break.
Do we have to?
So innocent.
He's cute. Now that you have learned how to approach the enemy, we need to find you a suitable weapon.
What would you have me use?
Ah, but you already have the answer.
Hey, my father's blade and bracer. How did you get them?
By using the same skills I've just taught you.
It's not exactly in working condition.
I assume you're familiar with Leonardo da Vinci.
See, but how does a painter factor into this?
He's far more than that. Bring him the pieces. You'll see.
I don't remember if Leonardo
Before
is officially an assassin.
Of course.
Or at least
Why
part
have
of the
you
Brotherhood.
given your aid so readily to me, a stranger?
I think he mostly just acts as
I too know betrayal.
what's the word? mostly just acts as support. And I think he almost exclusively gives it to Ezio. I don't think he helps any other assassin. Alright, well, nope, that's not the run button. Might as well go see Leonardo. Viewpoint. I could. Oh wait, no. Don't try to climb the side of the building that has nothing to grab onto. Get this viewpoint, and then we jump down, and then we go see Leonardo, and I get the hidden blade. And he teaches me how to use it. I think that is also the same point where they teach you the new skills for Assassin's Creed 2, the drop assassinate and ledge assassinate and the good old classic haystack assassinate.
Now where do you head from?
Oh, they're seeing me. Haystackinate, yeah. It just makes me think of the items from Little Big Planet with like the Grabinator or the Creatinator. I think, what was the grappler called? Was that the Grappinator? But yeah, they follow that naming scheme. The Haystackinator. Which, honestly, would probably just be a Creatinator that shoots haystacks. Because they would call them that sometimes too, I think. I'm trying to catch up with this crowd. Oh, I don't have the auto follow feature.
Bring me your sick and wounded.
Wondering if I should maybe buy medicine. I don't have any. So it could be a good idea.
Have I seen that man before?
Let me stick with the crowd. Just to be safe. Yeah, I see another red dot there. So don't disband me. Stop. That one was my bad. That was me pressing the thumbstick a little too hard. Yeah, it is really great that, like, one of the top things a player could want when playing Assassin's Creed 1 is the ability to jump from a high place and kill someone that way, or to, you know, do a ledge assassinate or kill from a hiding spot, and then immediately next game, very first sequel, they add that feature.
I've great metal work here.
Or those features, I guess, because it would be multiple. It's different. It's 3 different attacks, but you know what I mean.
Oh, Ezio Auditore! I didn't expect to see you again. What with all that's happened. Ah, where are my manners? Welcome back. Now, how can I be of service?
I was hoping you could repair something of mine.
Of course. Come, this way.
Why over there? Wasn't there a table over where we just were?
Let me clear a space. All right, let's see it. Fascinating. I don't know, Ezio. Despite its age, the construction is rather advanced. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm afraid there's not much I can do without the original plans. Mi dispiace. Wait.
What are you doing?
The contents of this page are encrypted, but if my theory is correct, based on these sketches, it may very well...
It may very well what?
Please, sit.
Leonardo, eh?
Shh. Remarkable. If we transpose the letters and then select every third... There, it's finished.
Huh? What's finished?
The blade. I managed to decode that parchment of yours. It showed me exactly what to do. Now all that's left is to remove your ring finger.
Really?
I'm sorry, but this is how it must be done. The blade is designed to ensure the commitment of whoever wields it.
Bene. Do it quickly.
I was only having fun, Ezio. Though the blade once
Isn't
required
there supposed to be a
sacrifice,
table thonk
it's been
sound effect
modified.
there?
You can keep your finger.
Incredible.
Yes, it is.
I don't think the blade came out of where it's supposed to.
I'm sorry. Only the one.
Listen, if you ever do happen across another one of these, please, bring it to me.
You have my word. And thank you for fixing this.
By order of the Florentine Guard, open this door!
Just a moment. Wait here.
Yeah, it's a good fake out that you gotta lose your ring finger.
Are you
It makes me
Leonardo da
wonder
Vinci?
See,
if
I'll be of service.
I need you to answer
if
some
Giovanni
questions.
was missing a finger.
Certainly.
Because supposedly this is where the Hidden Blades started having the modification where you no longer needed to cut a ring finger off.
What seems to be the trouble?
A witness claims to have seen you
Like,
consorting with an
like
enemy of
Leonardo
the
said
city.
there,
What? Me?
he modified
Consulting?
it. So
Preposterous.
that should
When was the
mean that
last time you
Giovanni
saw
was
or
missing a
spoke with
finger.
Ezio Auditore?
And I should have thought of that
Non
sooner
fare il finto tonto.
and tried to pay
We know
attention
you
to
were close
cutscenes
with the
and
family.
any potential opportunity to go into first
Perhaps
person while in
this
front
will
of
help to clear
Giovanni.
your head.
Hey, don't kick
Ready to
Leonardo.
talk?
He's a history
about
legend.
now?
Hey.
Tell
Also,
me what I
the
want
funny
to
thing
know
is
and
that
we can
future
end
games
this.
would tell you that, oh, actually, you don't need to cut off a finger to use them. It's just tradition because
Grazie.
the first official
Sorry about
assassin accidentally cut off his finger, so then everyone
What of the
else just has
body?
to do that to
Bring it
prove that
inside
they're
and put it with
committed.
the others.
But the
Others?
device itself
city
still
gives them to
works
you for
whether or
research.
not you cut off a finger. It's just a symbolic thing. And apparently I was wrong that you do not learn the secret techniques here, the new techniques. Just assassinate and hide body. I said... Oh, is that the wrong spot? He wants me to... Aren't I supposed to hide the body? Okay. No, wait. Yes. It's telling me body. And it's telling me... Excuse me. Over here.
Over there.
Wouldn't it make more sense to not go out in public holding a body? Oh, right. He wants this for his research. It's not telling me how to hide bodies. It's just how to carry them.
See? Like it never happened.
Thank you, Leonardo.
Hang on. I'm trying to look at the...
Everything.
Oh, he's face down.
Anytime. And remember, if you find more of those strange pages, bring them to me. Should they contain new designs, I will upgrade your blade as well.
Of course.
Oh, that's a funky
Now,
looking
I
corner
really
of his
should
room.
be getting back to Paola.
Porgile I miei omaggi.
Ace up my sleeve. And soon, I'll have a second ace in the other sleeve. Actually up the sleeve. Unlike this one, which is on top of it. You can't see because I got the... Can I... It's not... Okay, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna go on break now. one of these days, I'm going to accidentally mute the music instead of my microphone when I go on break. And that's gonna be really dumb. I'm sitting next to... Is this the one that I keep not getting? The viewpoint. Also, I see Randy has joined us while I was on break. Nice to see you. I don't remember where there's a donkey in this game, but I will have a nice one when the donkey arrives. It took him a moment to start getting up to run speed. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, totally doable. Not that the one I keep putting off isn't doable, but it's like I don't remember how to get up it, and that's a big climb. I don't want to do that right now. I'll do it off screen. I'm honestly amazed I have been able to keep decent commentary going for, like, the entire first half of this stream. Because starting this up, I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I've already played this game. I don't have anything new going on. But apparently I have had, at least so far, decent success just saying whatever comes to mind, so that was cool. There are people there. Again. No, how about go the other way? I see more people over there. Oh, wait, are they... What? Where's the people on my radar? Oh, right there.
Now, where is he from?
Why did I ask that? Where's he from? What do you think? I'm from Florence. I'm from here. Da Firenze. It's not safe on the streets, but I can't do the roof either, because then the rooftop guards will get mad and throw rocks at me. Well, you know what? I'll just take the rocks. No, Band of Thieves. Well, if I need to distract someone, those would be good. But also, they cost money, and I'm saving money. I'm saving money for the villa. Oh, don't fall off the roof. I guess our rooftop run is done. Fair enough, because we're right there anyway. I fell off the roof at a good time.
You were gone for quite a while.
Leonardo likes to talk.
That he does. But I trust he did more than talk.
Oh, I missed a QTE. I forgot.
I've given you the
I forgot there's a QTE there.
Given you the blade.
I was scratching my
All
wrist. Jeez, why am I always doing something when a
Where
QTE happens?
can I find Uberto?
According to my girls, he'll be attending an unveiling tonight of Verrocchio's latest work. It will be held at the Santa Croce cloister.
Watch over my mother and sister while I'm away.
Of course, Ezio. As if they were my own.
I gotta remember to hit A, not B. Sprinting and other high-profile actions will cause guards to detect you faster. Which is why they invented Fast Walk. But they don't like my hood. But there's people... Excuse me, over there. Well, you know what? This is the same rooftop I climbed before. I'm gonna do it again. They can't stop me. I don't see any rooftop guards. Oh wait, it's X. Pretty sure Revelations changed it to be on the clicking the thumbstick. Jeez, sorry if you can hear that. My throat's gurgling. Yep, see, there's guys who are gonna shout at me to get down. Which is where Eagle Vision could be useful, spotting them from further away. And of course highlighting them, so it's easier for my dingusness to see them. And then that's seeing them as cue to get off the roof. I got past the guys I needed to get past anyway, so... Really, I think that's what they intended the strategy of Assassin's Creed to be. Not to be on the rooftops constantly, but only do them when you need to get past someone. When there's, like, guards on... You know, guards at all the entrances, and the only way in is up. And of course for tailing missions. Which, that's one of those things where... Oh, hang on. This guy watching me. Let me get out of sight so I can also get up on the roof, because it's apparently where I need to go. Tailing missions are one of those things I'm actually looking forward to revisiting, because everybody groans at the tailing missions, and I usually do too. But I remember when I was marathoning these games, I think a good majority of tailing missions actually had, like, level design that was supporting them.
Overstepped your bounds, Uberto.
Who are you to speak of bounds?
And it's really not till, like, Assassin's Creed 3 where they start to become a nuisance.
Principe of Firenze.
I've done no such thing.
Of course not. Ever innocent. How convenient. At least now we see how far your reach extends, which is to say, nowhere at all. It has proved a valuable lesson for me and my allies.
Yes. Your allies, the Pazzi. Is that what this is about?
Be careful with your words, Lorenzo. You might attract the wrong sort of attention.
Okay, well, I guess we're... okay. We're getting into a tailing mission already. Blend with the... Enter a group to blend. Somewhere. I don't know what group it was expecting me to follow, but I must have missed them. Please tell me these two guys are enough. Not enough. Okay. Oops. Oh, those guys getting real mad. Ah, okay. Well, clearly there's not going to... There's not gonna not be some remembering how to play these games. Especially in terms of remembering the actual controls. I'm gonna go this way, where there are less guards. I mean, I see the red dot there. And they are looking at me, but I'm far enough away where they're not gonna get... Oh, there's those guys, though. Maybe I got off the roof too quickly. What are they expecting me to find? What secret am I missing? What's the... I'm trying to remember some lyrics, because I just remembered. It was like, oh, I can make that reference right now. It's like, I don't remember the start of how it goes, so I don't know that I can make that reference. What's the hint? The twist within this verbose mystery? I think that's what I was looking for. There we go. I can walk past those guys fine enough. Apparently it's the armored guys who get really, really mad at me if I'm just walking by. There's a crowd that I can temporarily blend with. Excuse me. Didn't need to blend, but it worked. It happened. The function functions. But see, here. This is one of those level design things I was talking about. Where, like, people hate tailing missions, but tailing missions aren't always copy-paste. Sometimes they give you people that you can hire to distract the guards, apparently. Well, I needed to go in here anyway, so good. It just did it for me automatically. You know, that's one of those things you gotta keep out for. It's like a group of people you can hire to help, you know, help you distract guards or whatever you need for your tailing mission.
Don't blame yourself. How could you have known?
Oh, right, I'm supposed to kill him.
I say we strike that traitor's name from the record books. Let history forget you.
You!
Memory chamber sequence. Whee!
You would have done the same. To save the ones you love.
Yes, I would. And I have.
But I don't get time to call them names.
The Auditori are not dead! I'm still here! Me! Ezio! Ezio Auditore!
And time for me to dip. Okay, there's... Those guys came back. There's a place. Ow! Oh! So... Sorry, choking on spit as I inhale. The thing I love about these games is, I mean, the stories are usually pretty good. You know, sometimes a little generic, but oh, I should not have jumped off the roof. I thought there was gonna be a haystack. One of the things I love about these games is the level design, because often it's, you know, you get in this situation where it's like, oh, I need to escape. You gotta stop for a moment and look for a way out. You know, if you immediately try to rush away as soon as trouble happens and you don't think about what way out you have, like right now, all the guards are rushing in from the doors. So what I should do is, kind of like what I just did, not use a door like your instinct may lead you to do. Oh, hello. Well, maybe I'm not being as smart as I think I am. Try to, yeah, get over here. It's a roof I can drop off of and not break my bones. There. So my instinct is to try to just run for the door I came in from, but if I stop myself for a moment and I look for what, you know, any ways out the developers may have placed, and then you find it, and it's really satisfying. I definitely can't say I'm always good at finding the developer intended way to do a thing, but it's always satisfying when you find it. Like, I think level design really is what stealth games hinge on. Because if all you're doing is running from one hiding spot to another, that's not engaging. So stealth games really do depend on having multiple ways you can handle something for those instances where it starts to feel like all you're doing is running from one hiding spot to another. And I also just love how subtle the game design elements can be, where it's like this. It's a crowd. It may be easy to just look at a crowd and be like, oh, well, that's just a crowd. But if you know, just remember the gameplay mechanics, you remember that you can hide in a crowd. So what in some games may be just, you know, generic NPCs that they throw everywhere just to make the game feel more alive, in this game, it's a hiding spot. A mobile hiding spot. So it changes the way you think about the environment that you're in.
I think it's best I leave Firenze.
Where will you go?
My uncle Mario owns a villa near Monteregioni.
You're still a wanted man, Ezio.
What would you have me do then?
I've seen posters all across the district. Tearing them down will help the city forget your face. No doubt the heralds also incite the public. Bribe them, and they'll speak of other things. Or you could hunt those who bear false witness against you. They traded dignity for coin. Their loss would not be mourned. Do any of these things, and you should be free to leave.
That just teaches me how to get rid of notoriety. Yeah, my go-to example
I've added a program for tracking notoriety. This
Okay.
little meter will help you know how far you are between notorious and incognito.
Yeah, I am BIG right now. I am very
This will
notorious.
help you know if you should watch your actions. It'll also tell you if the notoriety level is part of Ezio's memory or not.
Wait, what? It just hit me. She just said, like, it'll tell you if it's part of Ezio's memory or not. I don't remember that part. Okay, where's this? There's supposed to be a poster. There's supposed to be a Yoshi, and it's apparently on this level. Yeah, my go-to example for environmental design that I just really love in these stealth games is the pipes in Dishonored. Because in any other game, you just look at pipes and it's like, oh, that's just part of the background. They're not going to let me climb on that. But Dishonored is built differently. It wants you to climb the pipes. When you start to think about the fact that you could just climb on anything and you can teleport up to places, a pipe is a way in. I guess that's not too far off from Mario Bros, but, you know, big green warp pipe versus industrial pipe that just looks like part of the background. There is a difference. Not the ladder. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on the notoriety meter just to figure out what Rebecca was just saying about it tells me if it's part of Ezio's memory or not. I definitely do not remember that being a thing. Unless she means, like, the Animus itself. I did not mean to... I was pressing the jump off the wall button, not the tackle a man button.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, yes, I do. And that is not the first time I have accidentally tackled a man trying to climb off of a roof. It is a strangely common occurrence in Assassin's Creed. I remember blowing... Like, I was almost perfectly stealthed through an area I was doing in Rogue. And then I accidentally tackled someone instead of jumping off the roof, and I got caught. And I am not doing good at navigating right now. Yeah, I just love when games can hide its level design with the environments. Like, not just specifically environmental design, but I mean, like, you know, giving you something that could just be a mundane thing in any other game, but because of the way that this game in particular works, it rewards you for remembering how the game works, and for looking at something and going, oh, right, I can do this with that. You know, having, like, everything color-coded and glowing and sparkly to make sure you know that you can interact with something, that's all well and good, you know. Accessibility is important. Helping people know that they can do a thing with a thing, it's good. But I also love when it's just intuitive, that you can just know that you can do a thing with something because that's how it works. I think I'm starting to talk in circles now, but you know what I mean. You know, a pipe that you know that you can jump up to because you know how well your character can climb. It doesn't have to sparkle, but when you remember that you can reach pipes by teleporting or jumping or whatever, or doing a wall run, that it stands out not because it's sparkling, but because you just know better. And I love that.
Bentornato, Ezio. Were you successful?
Yes. Madre?
Ezio! Where have you been? They wouldn't let us leave. And Mother, oh, she hasn't spoken a single word since we left the house. Father will need to sort things out. Where is Father? And Federico? And Petruccio? Hmm?
Something's happened.
What do you mean? No, it's impossible.
Claudia,
No.
I did everything I could, Piccina. Listen, right now what matters is getting us all someplace safe. But to do that, I need you to stay focused. Do you understand? Good. Will you watch over Mother for me? Then we are ready. Thank you again for everything.
Stay safe, Ezio. Stay vigilant. I suspect the road ahead is yet long.
Arrivederci.
All right, this way.
Get lost.
Okay, well, I'm glad I'm incognito right now, else they probably would have tried to kill me. Oh, no. This guy. Get out of my face. I just remember there was a train of thought I wanted to get on when I said the thing about like Joy-Cons are $80. HD Rumble better be used.
Oh yes,
Obviously, the big want for Joy-Cons for the next console or for Switch 2 is to fix stick drift. And I absolutely agree. Second want, don't have the IR sensor on the right Joy-Con or left. Don't have it. Don't bring that feature back. It's used in like 2 games.
Let's do it.
And one of them is Ring Fit. And the Ring Fit and 1-2 switch, and that's it. It's such a useless feature. And it's technology that's just driving up the price of the controllers for no good reason. I really hope Nintendo, with the next Joy-Cons, not only fix stick drift, because that's #1 concern, but #2, don't shove useless crap in them that's just going to make them $80 again. Saying that out loud again, it sounds more cynical than I like to be, but I'm sure we can all agree. Let's not have the controllers be expensive for a feature that is never going to be used. And like, you know, Nintendo consoles have always had, well, for a long time, they've had features that they underutilize. Like, I was going to say the microphone on the DS. I guess it did get its fair bit of use. Oh, right, courtesans. Higher. And the target. And distract. Excuse me. Okay, and they're distracting all of them, and we can go.
Stay close.
Maybe what I'm thinking of is the microphone on the Wii U, which is a definitely much less used feature than the microphone on the DS. Okay, now I'm struggling to think of features that the DS or the features that Nintendo consoles have had that they just never use. I guess I can't really think of any.
How could this have happened to us?
Can we grab horses? I don't know if I've ever tried that. Are there horses? I thought I saw horses. Now I'm not seeing any horses. Are there horses? I guess there are no horses. Weird. You think we would take horses, but we're not taking horses.
Will we ever be back?
I don't know.
I don't know if I should run or not. I mean, they can keep up. I might as well run. See, this is when you say fleeing, this is what I think of. We're fleeing the city. We're literally running away.
Were they given a proper burial?
Yes.
Yes, they were.
We don't get to play that part until Brotherhood, but yes, they were. Which I think is fair. For this game not having that, I think it's fair. For Brotherhood having it, also fair. I think it's a fair thing to make the story move faster in this game, to leave it out. And then having Brotherhood come in and add more context to certain parts of Assassin's Creed 2, also fine. Use dead bodies to attract attention to a specific spot. Too bad you can't throw them very far. I'm positive that I've played a game where you can carry dead bodies and then hold a button to have a throw arc for the dead body. I don't remember what game. I want to say Dishonored, but I don't know that Dishonored does have that.
We should be close.
Grazie, Dio.
Oh. It's like I can't move. It's because we're waiting for this part.
This way.
I wonder how much ground they just covered. I've always assumed that when you go through a load zone in a game, that you're just passing a wall. You're not actually traveling farther than what the game loads you to. You know, I just imagine a load zone is like an invisible wall, and you enter it from one end, and then you come out the other as if you're passing through the invisible wall.
What do you want, Vieri?
But that's not always the case. And that's definitely not the case here, because we just traveled to another country, probably. I mean, still in Italy, so I guess another state.
Oh, and yes, your life.
State is the word I meant.
My
But
condolences for the loss of your father and brothers. What will happen now that there's no one left to help you?
oh, they're over here.
Wonderful things in store for your
Or just the one guy.
I grow tired of this game.
I think the last time I played this part,
Finish him.
I just
and do not spare the weak.
used the hidden blade on everyone because they were not paying attention.
What sorcery is this?
Never mind.
Not sorcery, boy. Skill.
Show yourself.
As you wish. Here, use this.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Oh, not the hidden blade. I did this. That's right. I remember now. They were distracted with other people, so I would just come up behind them and stab them right in the back. Just like the Skyrim bandits say. You start running, so I can stab you in the back. Okay, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to keep doing that. It's still working, though. It's still letting me. So real quick, I just want to say, for Christmas, I got the starter decks for the Magic the Gathering Assassin's Creed crossover.
You have my thanks.
Keep the sword, Ezio.
And Mario
Do I
is
know you
one of
from
the
somewhere?
cards.
Don't you recognize me? It's a me, Mario.
And that's his quote.
Mario.
His quote on the card is that line where he says, "It's a me, Mario."
I heard what happened in Firenze. Terrible. Come, let's get you all away from here.
I just love that they Magic cards have the opportunity to include a quote on them, and Mario's is that. I haven't dueled with those decks yet, but I gotta get around to it.
Tell me everything.
They executed father for treason. Federico and Petruccio too. And they came for me.
Put the sword away.
I have no answers, Uncle. Only a list of names taken from a man who wished me dead. I still can't believe they are gone.
Don't worry. We will make sense of this.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Come on, keep pace. We're almost there. I think you will find much to like in Monteriggioni.
I thought Monteriggioni was an enemy of Firenze.
For now. Next year it will be its friend, the year after its enemy again, and on and on. I cannot keep track, so I have stopped trying. These are honest, hard-working people. Our shops may only carry simple goods, but they're well-made and dependable. There is a chapel here, too. The prete seems a nice enough fellow, but I've never been much of a believer. Did you know the Villa Auditore is almost 200 years old? It was built by my great-grandfather, a strange man who carried all kinds of secrets. Keep your eyes open, and you might discover a few of them yourself. With all the fighting that's been going on, this place has started to get a bit rough around the edges. I wish I could do something about it, but I just don't have the time or money to fix things up. Guess that's life, huh? Here we are. Casa Dolce Casa. So, what do you think?
It's most impressive, Uncle.
She's seen better days, I suppose. Believe me, I'd have her shining again if only I had the time. Now that you have had the tour in Nipote, you should go and outfit yourself. My men in the market are expecting you. Return here when you're finished, and we'll begin.
Begin?
Why couldn't we have just...
Begin what?
I thought you'd come here to train.
No, Uncle. I came here to escape Firenze. And I intend to take my family further still.
But what about your father? He'd want you to finish his work.
What work? My father was a banker.
Wait, he did not tell you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ma che me combini, Giovanni? Where to even begin? Go and fetch the gear in the market. It will give me time to think. But that's that. We'll talk more later. Some spending money should you need it. And if you find yourself in need of rest, I've prepared a room for you on the top floor of the villa.
Why couldn't I have just gotten the stuff from the market while we were walking through the market? Why did we have to come up here and then tell me to go back down? But alright, video game tutorial got a tutorial. Buy a pair of greaves and a dagger. Yeah, I remember stats really not meaning much in these games, so I'm probably not gonna buy too many weapons. I'll probably just buy the ones I think look cool and then stick with those. I think damage probably did help you kill people faster, so maybe I will stick with whatever does the most damage. Oh wait, I wasn't done. I had to buy medicine? Or a pouch? I had to buy something else. I jumped the gun a little bit. I wasn't paying attention.
Weapons of the finest grade. Here for your perusal, good people.
I also just realized I could have been holding B to run faster. I'll just buy one for now. I remember Brotherhood being really good about constantly giving you ammo and medicine. So... Oh, okay, never mind. They do want me to fill up my pouch. But I think in this game, they really only give you medicine if you kill, like, an elite guard.
You should feel better now. Take care.
So I'd better be careful not to use my medicine willy-nilly.
Come, look at my craftsmanship. From distinguished.
Okay, there. Now I can continue. What do you mean medicine pouch acquired? Couldn't I buy medicine before? Actually, I should probably stop here. So we've been going for a little while, my usual length. So yeah, I think that's good enough. And then this way I can you know what? No, I want to at least get far enough where we can do renovations. Because, you know, then I can spend my money and then go around and try to make more money and then put that into more renovations.
I want to go home.
I know.
And I can also get viewpoints while I'm at it. Oh wait, down. That's a nice view. You know, even just peeking through this door, it's like, ooh, that's pretty. But let's see the full view. I mean, as far as video games go, I think it could be better, but if I saw that in real life, it probably would be pretty grand. Don't mind me jumping off the balcony. Speedrun tactics.
Salute, uncle. I did as you asked.
Actually, the speedrun tactic would be to not be on the wrong floor in the first place.
No. As I said, we are leaving.
Ezio, you barely held your own against Vieri. You won't survive a week on the road. If you want
The camera's
to leave,
tracking
so
him,
be
so
it.
when he shakes,
But at
it makes
least
the
do
camera
so armed
change.
with the skills and knowledge necessary to defend yourself.
Please don't gesture too much,
If
you'll make me
not for
motion
me,
sick.
For your mother and sister.
Fine.
Ottimo.
Practice makes perfect.
You can swing a sword, to be sure, but offense alone will not carry a battle. You must survive long enough.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember.
I will teach you how to dodge.
You said
That-
my father was more than just a banker.
No use dancing around it, I suppose.
Press B
Your
to quick
father
step.
was an assassin, Ezio.
I
You mean
told you
strafe?
before. My father was a paper pusher.
No, he was born and bred to kill.
Yeah, I gotta remember that this game, I'm pretty sure this game lets you, here at the Villa, buy new attacks. Or maybe you don't even need to buy them.
Talk of assassins and Templars. It
But you
reeks
can
of
learn new
fantasy.
attacks. I think they're unique to each weapon, too.
How did you know?
I remember there's a pocket sand option. I think one of them lets you charge to throw throwing knives. Also not pocket sand, ground sand. Ground dirt. Less amusing.
What? You need your capo's permission? Come get me.
Ouch, he got me.
I can't be that good.
But yeah, gotta be sure to get the additional moves, because when I played through this last time, I didn't get them until later, because I didn't. Actually, I don't know if I ever got them. I think I did, but not till late in the game. So I'm gonna be sure to get them early.
Don't think I haven't seen you picking apart my library. I trust you believe me now?
And press
Yes.
B to move away
My
with your
father
enemy.
was
Quick
an
exit.
assassin. But why the need for such secrecy?
Are you familiar with the Templars? One of several knightly orders formed during the Crusades.
Yeah.
History teaches they were disbanded.
It's my favorite move. It's the one where you just go.
Only they weren't. Merely pushed underground, where they continued their nefarious work.
Wait, I can. This is grab, and then I can kill. Excuse me. Is that a thing you could always do? Oh, well, I mean, not if that was a thing you could always do in these games specifically. What I meant was that is that something the game always lets you do with an enemy? I'm sure there are plenty of enemies that resist grabbing, but how many of them can I dispatch quickly by just grabbing them and hitting the kill option?
You've really come into your own.
Thank you, Uncle, for all you have given me.
Your family. Such is my duty and my desire.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
We sail for Spain in 3 days.
But Nipote, I have given you these skills that you might be better prepared to strike against our enemies.
And if they find me, I will.
You want to leave Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for? To deny your heritage? Fine. Come voi. Arrivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait! Why is he so upset?
How can he not be? Vieri's been harassing us ever since you first arrived. To be expected, I suppose, given his heritage.
Uncle, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult our heritage. We're gonna see him in his den.
Uncle!
Never mind, he's not here.
Where is everyone?
They ride for San Gimignano to slay that snake, Vieri.
I wish to join them.
You'll find what you need at the stables.
Okay, I did not realize that this happens right now. I thought... Okay. I want to be able to look at the book, though. That's all I'm asking for. Oh, she's on the second floor. It's okay. I'm sure it totally won't take another hour of gameplay to get the book. Be able to rebuild. I unlocked races.
Ezio, look at her. I still can't get her to talk. She spends all day and night in front of those feathers Petruchio used to collect. She can't let them go. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry.
I'm amazed she still has
Come
the
back to
feathers.
us. I know it.
You think she grabbed those right before we left the city, or do you think she always had them on her, or... I don't know what to make of that. Empty frames. I know there's art you can buy in this game. I do not remember where it gets displayed, so apparently here. And here. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely all over here. And then the armory. I like how there is an armory this big in this place. No kitchen. I would say no bathroom either, but Brotherhood allows me to confirm that there is a room in which baths take place. I don't know that there is a toilet, but there is indeed a room with a bath, and therefore a bathroom. And then who knows what's behind that door. Wait, why is that door there? Oh, to go to here, okay. I didn't realize there was a room between the two different armories. I guess this is technically this is the armory, and this is the weapon room. I feel like there's a different word for, like a word specifically for where you keep the weapons that is along the lines of armory, like the weaponry. And apparently I have bonus content. Not sure how much of this is in the... nope, I meant to be... Yeah, I'm not using any of that stuff because that feels like stuff I shouldn't have at this point in the game. I'm just going to stick with what was in the original. Some may consider that a weird decision, but I just feel like not using... Well, I would say potentially OP weapons, but it didn't look like their stats were that high. I'm definitely not using the club or the hammer. I am a sword guy. I guess that's always been my problem with combat in these games, is when it's like, oh, I want my damage to be high, because that feels like the only stat that matters. But in order to make my damage high, I gotta use something that is not a sword. And I don't want to do that. I want sword. I grew up on Zelda games where you could only use a sword. And yes, I am aware that in newer games you can use other weapons. But those didn't exist when I was growing up. Those are recent inventions. I grew up on Ocarina of Time where you could only just either use a sword or a bigger sword. Am I going the right way? I've got nothing wrong with games that let you use other weapons, but I definitely am heavily leaning towards swords. Especially in Assassin's Creed, where I feel like the finesse is a necessary element to Assassin's design. You know, it's part of the appeal. They're flashy fighters to dance around you with a sword. It almost felt like the controllers were trying to vibrate in a pattern that was like the footsteps of a horse. But they're not rumbling at all. I don't know where that... I don't know what made me think they were rumbling.
Ezio, what are you doing here?
Taking responsibility. Vieri troubles you because of me.
Vieri troubles us because he's a Templar, and we are assassins.
Either way, I wish to help.
Va bene. Then listen close. First, we must find a way inside the city, though it seems Vieri expects us. He has sealed the gates and sent his men to guard them. Fortunately for us, the city is larger than his host. The southern gate suffers for it, so this is where we'll strike. Pronti?
Make sure I hit the correct button. Man, I got the SNES controller that they made for the Switch. I've got it sitting like right over here on my desk. I wish I could use it to play this, but it doesn't have thumbsticks. I love the fact that it just works like a regular controller. That aside from the lack of thumbsticks, like it just works. So as long as you don't need thumbsticks, you can play a game, any game with it without a patch to support it.
Get yourself over the wall.
But that's the problem, is that how many games can be played without the thumbsticks?
I'm ready when you are.
Then let us begin.
Like, I feel like it would be a great fit for Echoes of Wisdom if it weren't for the fact that the D-pad is used to select your echoes and not move your character. Oh wait, he wants me to get the... Horse, why are you following me? Right, up this way. But yeah, I could play like, I could play Mario Wonder with it, because Wonder doesn't require thumbsticks. Okay, no, I'm not stealthing very well, but like the crank is right here. I'm pretty sure I can play Crash 4 with it, because that game lets you move with the D-pad and doesn't require the other thumbstick for anything. What am I doing now? Because, like, the gate is open. You can come on in. Let's see if I can help things go better by taking out the rooftop guards. Don't land on the people. There's just that one guy. They vastly outnumber him and they can't take him out. Their AI tells them to take turns. I'm not here. I'm just a chimney. I'm just a chimney. He's not buying it. Never mind, he bought it. Ooh, camera. Okay, can we continue now? Hello? I did not press any button associated with climbing a horse. Like, I was only pressing the run button.
I want you to distract those guards and keep them from raising the alarm. Hopefully it will buy me enough time to find and silence Vieri.
Va bene.
Wait, Nipote. Take a few of my men with you, just to be safe. Come join me once they're dealt with.
What's Vieri up to now?
No one knows, but something has him on edge. How else to explain all the patrols?
I'll signal again when you should follow.
All right, go.
Shooting his mouth off again, no doubt.
Who's shouting there again?
Angering the wrong sorts of people. And so now, you pay the price.
Oh man, if this were future games, that would have been a double assassinate counter attack. Which feels so rare, but so good when they happen. Oh. Apparently this guy is... Didn't realize he was an enemy. Up, where's the 10th guy? 10th enemy has the bomb. Which means it's gonna explode! Ah! Hang on, where's that poster?
Give me a minute.
Oh, no.
Qui, let's do it.
Poster? Hello? Like, I know it's a little too soon for me to start worrying about notoriety. Oops, I pressed the command button, and now they are not following me. Does he have, like, different voice lines depending on whether you're right next to your guys or not when you command them? I don't know if I've ever noticed that. Okay, well... Those guys might attack us on sight, and I can't blend with them. Oh no, did I lose a guy? Aw. Well, I like how right now I have more money than what I was given when it was time to go buy stuff. Like, somehow between buying my boots and some medicine, and now that I have more money than I was given to buy the aforementioned things. Yeah, I remember that in this game, like, the quote-unquote optimal way to play is to kill everyone with the hidden blades, because the counter is instant death. But I remember having a lot of trouble getting the timing right for that. So I don't think I want to try that again.
And so you die. I would raise my face.
Now, that said, I'm not opposed to assassinating people outside of combat. Excuse me. But inside of it...
Ezio, your uncle's under attack and needs help. Go to him.
Like, I think I would rather just try to utilize my weapons better than specifically rely on the instant kill counterattack with the hidden blade. Wait, why can't I strafe now? Oh, there we go. I'm trying to, like, skirt around his sword strikes so I can... Okay, never mind. Hit the wrong guy, sure. There. That's what I wanted to do. If I could do that more, I won't need the hidden blades inside of combat. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be fighting these guys. I'm supposed to be letting these guys deal with them while I go help Mario, but I'm here. Okay.
Ah, Nipote, there you are. It seems my plan has hit something of a snag. Vieri's
Don't
men
target an
ambushed
ally.
us, and now we've got our hands full. My brothers and I will deal with these guards. I want you to go on ahead and root out that snake. See that justice is served.
And I must go over here and get a poster.
Come, amici. This week I'm almost
And
getting my
a
paper
smith. But now is not the time for buying new stuff. I'm trying to get the book.
Hey, Capo, I'm no monkey.
Okay, jump. Go over there. Down. Gotta love when he runs up a wall that doesn't exist. Okay, no drop. I don't know that we need to be on ground level here, or street level. But the haystack was there. I figured it was a good move. Do I need to go up? I guess that's the thing about this game. They still don't have the thing that lets you know if your objective is above you or below you. You have to be able to see it on your radar and tell if it's not the... You know, if it's grayed out or transparent.
Francesco will organize our forces in the city and send word when it's time to strike. Jacopo, your job is to calm the citizens once the deed is done.
What of that Ubriacone Mario? He continues to harass my forces, and I fear he'll discover what we intend.
He's always been trouble. Just like that bastardo brother of his.
Then let me reunite them, father.
There will be plenty of time to clean up the refuti when we're finished. Now, is there anything else? Muy bien. May the Father of Understanding guide you.
May the Father of Understanding guide you.
Comandante! Comandante!
What?
Mario Auditore has invaded the city. He comes for you.
Then let's not keep him waiting.
He's up there, right? Okay. I wonder if I can get around his guards. See, this is the kind of thing this is why I'm replaying this game. I want to test the limits. I want to see. Like, the brute force way is to just go there. But what if I do a little bit of thinking? What if I stop for a moment and use my brain cells? And... well, I can't ledge assassinate yet. But it sure did save me a little bit of trouble. And I don't have chain kill. I can't just kill people after I counter one person. I was on a train of thought during that cutscene, and now I've lost it. I think that's a sign I should stop for the. I should stop the stream for the night. I've lost my momentum. Try grabbing him. Nope, doesn't want me. I'm low on health.
Come get me.
Oh, he came and got me. Sound effects coming out of sync. I think that's normal. I think the game always did that.
Your allies planning? Is this what my father discovered? Is this why he was killed?
I'm sorry. Were you hoping for a confession?
Pezzo di merda! Vorrei solo che avessi sofferto di più! Hai avuto la fine che meritavi! Spero che
Enough, Ezio! Show some respect.
Respect? After all that's happened, do you think he would have shown either of us such kindness?
You are not Fieri. Do not become him. Che la morte ti dia le pace che cercavi. Requiesca in pace. Take this. Read it when you have the time. Our work here is finished. Let us return to the villa.
Whoa, 2,400 florins. Not what I was expecting. Knife belt. Oh, I got throwing knives now. I can throw knives. Those are going to be pivotal. Probably. I mean, being able to kill people from a distance, always good. Throwing knife skill learned. Now that is a nice rumble in the controllers when the Animus deconstructs things. That feels good. Are we doing a modern day thing? Are we gonna do something as Desmond now? Oh no, good. It's like I just want the book, and then we're done. I just want to be able to upgrade stuff, and then I can go fart around in the open world and I was gonna say view towers, viewpoints, and money, and you're over here.
And here he is, our campione Ezio.
Oh, hey, Ezio! I see you've wasted no time starting the celebration.
And why not? You've done us a great service, Nipote. With Vieri dead, La Toscana will grow quiet once more. Do you know what that means?
Basta lavorare. Si passa tutto il giorno a bere.
E a puttane. What? It's true.
Come, Ezio, walk with me.
Yes, uncle. The Pazzi answer to another. A Spaniard.
He is Rodrigo Borgia, one of the most powerful men in all of Europe, and leader of the Templar Order.
Which makes him responsible for the murder of my father and brothers.
Yes, and he will kill you too, given the chance.
Then I must stand against him if I wish to be free. But not until every other Templar has fallen to my blade. Father's list will guide me.
Where will you go next?
Firenze. Francesco de Pazzi will share the fate of his son.
A sensible next step. No doubt he intends evil for the city. All right, that's enough grim talk for one night. I'll be in my study if you need me.
I shall read the letter my uncle gave me.
Okay, time to open the database.
Messer Francesco, I have done as requested and spoken with your son. I agree with your assessment, though only in part. Yes, Vieri is brash and prone to act without forethought. And he has a habit of treating the mercenari like playthings. I have received reports of at least 3 men being disfigured as a result. But I do not think him, as you put it, beyond repair. Rather, I believe the solution to be a simple matter. He seeks your approval, your attention. These outbursts of his are a result of insecurities born out of a sense of inadequacy. He speaks of you often and fondly, and expresses a desire to be closer to you. So, if he is loud and foul and angry, I believe it is simply because he wants to be noticed. He wants to be loved. Act as you see fit on the information I've given you here. But I must ask that we end this correspondence. Were he to discover the nature of our conversations, I fear what might become of me. Yours in confidence, Fra Giocondo.
Oh, was that not the... That wasn't the letter? Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to view that anyway, because I think that's what I was thinking about when that cutscene was happening. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot. They have, like, the de Pazzi conspiracy, like, videos that you can look at to know what their role was and why they're such a terrible person.
Look familiar?
I was thinking about viewing those, but
Yes.
they could be a little long-winded. Maybe I should not just watch them again.
Here.
They're good, though.
This is not your father's work.
Someone else has translated it.
Leonardo da Vinci, a friend.
Do you see the way the words cross from one page to the next?
There is something underneath it all. Some kind of map. Where is it supposed to lead?
Your father and I managed to make out bits of a prophecy scrawled across these pages. It was written by an assassin like us, who long ago held a piece of Eden. His name was Altair. He spoke of something powerful and ancient hidden beneath the land.
What is it?
What indeed? Solving that little mystery is exactly why we collected these pages.
Then let me help. Each time I take on my father's work. All of it. I start with the page I took from Vieri. Leonardo will decode it for us.
Bene. Return here when time permits, and we'll add it to the wall.
Oh, they want me to do that. Well, good thing I haven't done the viewpoint yet. Because I remember doing it before in my last playthrough, and then it required me to go up there again for this part. Excuse me. So, oh, did not mean to do that. Apparently it was a good thing that I haven't gotten this yet. Another thing I remember thinking during that cutscene was like, oh, go choke on an apple, Rodrigo. Because the way he died was very anticlimactic. But then again, so was the death of, like, at least 2 JoJo villains. And at least one of them deserved an anticlimactic death, so it is what it is. Honestly, I think JoJo does have the problem of, like, I don't think it wants to kill its villains by just punching them to death. I think the series is, like, challenging itself to come up with new deaths for each of the villains. And I don't think they always work. You know, like I said, they can feel anticlimactic, but I at least can see them as a fate those villains deserve. So, can't really be mad about them. I think what I can be mad about is the ending to Stone Ocean, but that's less about how the villain died and more about just the way the ending worked. But I don't know. As a story, it's fine. I don't think it has a problem. As something that I enjoyed, a little bit of a problem. Oh look, there's a little statue. I do want to grab those when I get the. See, that was what made me think, like, oh, I should stop when I can do the renovations. Because I was thinking about getting the little statuettes. And getting all of them, I believe, gets you just money for each pair. So, not much of a point in getting them now if it's just money that's going to sit in my pocket until I can do the book. But I'm starting to think that the book is farther away than I anticipated. I don't think I ever did find all of the pairs before. I think there was one that escaped my grasp.
If only Messer Giraldi could see this.
I'll try to find them again, but I definitely can't promise I will get them all. Like, I can't promise that I'll finally succeed in finding them all. And there's another one. Definitely picking them up as I see them. You know, saving them for later is one thing, but passing them when I can actively see one, that's just foolish. You know, I was really debating. I was heavily considering playing something else tonight instead of Assassin's Creed, but what I would have chosen would have been not the beginning of a marathon, because I was not planning to play all the games in the series, but it would have been 3 games. It would have been 3 games that I would have wanted to do back to back. So I'm like, nah, I should do Assassin's Creed like I promised. And then do the next thing. And then after those 3 games, then we play Brotherhood. And I can just say it. I don't need it. I don't need to keep a secret. I wanted to play My Sims because someone I watch on YouTube, Dream Jelly, she recently did a video on the My Sims games, and it made me want to play them. So I'm gonna. I've been meaning, like, I have My Sims Kingdom. I've been meaning to play it. Not play. I've been meaning to finish it. I don't think I ever finished it. But because of the video I watched, talking about all the games, I want to start at My Sims 1. I want to do that one first. And then we'll do Kingdom. I don't remember it not letting me go through there on a horse. Please dismount to enter. Weird. I could swear Brotherhood you can go in here on a horse. So yeah, I'll do My Sims, and then My Sims Kingdom, and then My Sims Agents. And then, yeah, and then we'll do Brotherhood. It's like after Agents, then it's like My Sims Sky, and that's not really as My Sims-y as the other games. It's much more focused on being in a plane. So yeah, let's just stop at My Sims Agents. I don't think anyone would blame me for that. You know, any hardcore My Sims fans out there, I think they'd understand that Sky is very different. 'Cause I know people really don't like My Sims, but honestly, I can't make any sweeping statements because I haven't really talked with anyone about My Sims before. At least not like opinions.
This is outrageous.
What's happened?
He's making me work. If
There we
Uncle
go. There's
said,
the book.
I'd never be stuck behind a desk like this.
And what are the terms of this supposed enslavement?
Since someone decided we're going to stay here, Zio Mario suggested we try and find the money to repair the villa. Problem is, there isn't any.
I bet I can bring in some money.
Oh, great. More work for me. Well, benissimo. If you start paying for improvements to the town, I'll keep track of them in this book. And since I have nothing better to do, I'll also make note of any objects you bring in from the outside. If you actually get this place up and running, travelers might visit and spend money. Although I doubt anyone will want to come this far out of the city. But if they do, I'll keep the money we make in this chest. You're going to have to show up to take it to the bank yourself. Because when it gets full, I'm just going to take the extra cash for myself. Capito?
Deal.
Oh, I pressed A instead of B. Why do we keep mixing those up? I know my buttons. Is there anything in the chest now? I don't think so. Or maybe I just can't do it right now because I gotta talk to the architect.
Buongiorno.
The thing you spend all of Xenoblade 2 trying to do. Talk to the architect.
Not a miracle worker. Without money, I can't fix any of these buildings.
And if someone brought you money?
Then we'd be in business. You must be Serezio. Am I right?
Uncle! I like this architetto!
He gets very observant when he can smell mud.
If you want to fix up this town, I'm going to need it. I have a price list here for new shops and renovations. Just bring me gold, make a choice, and I'll begin at once. If I build you a shop, you, as the landlord, can purchase goods there at lower rates. If you invest more money in the shop, you get an even greater discount. As for renovations, well, you'll be bringing the town and villa back to life. As Ser Mario tells me, that was very important to your great-great-grandfather. Plus, when you
I don't
buy
know that that's
shops
enough
and
greats for this building having for the villa being 200 years old.
to increase. So, let's take a look, shall we?
Okay, let's see what would like let's focus on what would get the most income or increase the city's value. Greatly increase. Oh, apparently the blacksmith is at level 1 already. Increase. 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 Okay, well, bank says greatly increase, so I'm going to start with that. And then I guess I'll just do the expensive ones because I feel like that's probably going to be a pretty big return as well. I thought this was like guard barracks because it's a tower. And then I read, no, it's the brothel. Let's at least get the church first. And then we can start sinning. Oh, there's the military barracks. Yeah, with my Sims, like, I haven't really, like, actually spoken to anyone about the games. But my understanding is that Sims fans generally dislike or hate my Sims because it's quote-unquote not real Sims or whatever. Can I open the chest now? No, I guess there's just no money in it. But I honestly think, like, anyone who hates My Sims is probably just looking at it from being a Sims game perspective and not it being its own experience.
I think it's time I showed you something.
Oh yeah, and then we're gonna go down to the vault with the armor. Which, that is one thing I do want to get again, because it is good equipment. And, you know, it canonically happens. You canonically have it at the start of Brotherhood. So, it's a canon event. I have to do it. I just maybe won't do it on screen. Where is, the one? Excuse me, I don't know that I can investigate them right now. Mario? Oh, you're over there. Man, the floor is shiny. It's very shiny.
This is the sanctuary. It was built by my great-grandfather to honor the memory of the Assassin Order and protect its secrets. Look around. These are the assassins who guarded the freedom of humanity when it was most threatened. And this is the armor of Altair. Little is known about Altair's life, but his armor is light and very strong. I'd give it to you, but I don't know how to retrieve it. My great-grandfather told me it would remain locked away until all its protectors were made whole. I heard rumors of crypts located throughout Italia, hidden tombs filled with treasure, where these six were moved centuries ago. Maybe they have something to do with it. In my younger days, I sought the six myself, with no success. Perhaps you will have better luck.
How do you know it's light and strong if you've never
perfect synchronization
touched it?
with Ezio, you have to get that armor.
Yeah, see, canon event. I have to do it. What was I saying? Yeah, honestly, I think anyone who doesn't like My Sims, like, as a Sims fan, they're probably just approaching it from an angle of, like, you know, customization and having random things happen that make a story unfold outside of your control. Use the bow and arrow. Right. Which one's the one? I think only half of these dudes actually show up in games. Use a hidden blade to kill Xerxes. For first recorded use of the hidden blade. I think this guy is DLC for, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is I can't get over that you have an Assassin's Creed called Origins, and they just have the Hidden Blade. It's just a thing. That it's not the oldest game in the series. It's not the oldest story in the series. It's not even the origins of the Hidden Blade. It's just the Brotherhood. Barely. And then it's not even until DLC in the next game that you get the first recorded use of the Hidden Blade. So Wei Yu, male Chinese assassin, he uses a spear to kill the Chinese emperor Qin Shi Huang. I don't know Chinese. I can't pronounce this stuff well. I think he's gonna show up in an app if that app's not out yet already. He's gonna get a game. I think it's called Assassin's Creed Jade or Assassin's Creed Emerald. I'm picturing green. It's something like that. Amunet. I think she's the one. Female Egyptian assassin. She killed Cleopatra with a snake. Yeah, she is in Origins. Female Babylonian assassin. She poisoned Alexander the Great. I think she's in a comic? Stabbed Caligula with a dagger. And then he's the one, I think, just isn't in anything yet. Yeah, so I guess that's... I could swear there was like 4 of them. So you got the guy with the Hidden Blade. He's DLC in a game. Amunet is in Origins. You don't get to kill Cleopatra with her. That might be DLC? I don't remember. That guy's going to be in an app. Oh yeah, and she's in a comic, I think. So that guy and that guy, I don't think they're in it. I don't think they're in any official Assassin's Creed stories yet. Or wait. Actually, I think there is a comic with this guy in it too. So it's really just the guy who killed Caligula. Which, if I know Caligula right, that might be a guy who was too dark to have in an Assassin's Creed game. I could understand if they don't want to go there. But anyway, what I was saying about my Sims, yeah, I know people really like Sims as a game where you make some goofy guy with a weird scrunched up face and you call him Splimbly McGimbles, and then you watch him have an obsession with grilled cheese sandwiches, and then suddenly he gets hit by a bus, and then now you're following his son Scrimbles Jr. And you just make it up as you go along, and you let all the random stuff happen to you. I could see that as being a reason why someone wouldn't like my Sims. Yeah, Scrimbles Jr. Like you can't do that in my Sims, but also the thing is, you can do that in The Sims. You don't need to do it in my Sims. You already have your game for that. Why do you need another game to do that in? Am I currently on a mission, or am I heading towards one? Can I end now? I think I'm in free roam. Is that... Okay, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna assume I'm not on a mission right now. I think it ended. Let me get a horse. I'll run to Florence and see if I'm currently in a mission or if I'm heading towards the next one. Because I think right now I'm supposed to head to Leonardo and get the Codex page decoded. And I don't know if that's still part of this mission or it's the next one. I think it's probably still part of it because I think this is the point where we get the second Hidden Blade. Yeah, I could see, I understand if that's the angle someone is coming from, that they just really love the randomness and the improvised stories of Sims. That's why they would not like My Sims, but I definitely think My Sims is not trying to go for that kind of thing. That it is arguably more story-driven in a way. You know, to an extent. It's not like the grandest story ever. But, you know, it's trying to have its own set thing rather than something that randomly happens. And I think people just miss the randomness when they play My Sims. I remember Peanut Butter Gamer also just doesn't like the game as a game. That he doesn't like the crafting aspect, where you're going around collecting essences and then building furniture with the essences.
Ezio, you are still alive.
But Dream Jelly had a good time when she played for her video, so I like to think I'm gonna have a good time too.
You are not the same at all, are you?
I was hoping you might be able to help me with something.
Anything for you, my friend. Ha! You found another one. How exciting! This one is tricky to break. Clever in its use of ancient languages. Maybe if I just... Oh! It seems to be a manual of sorts for different assassination techniques.
Techniques?
Wait, what's that? It's not so much a design this time, just a series of sketches. What to make of all this? Of course. And why not? What an inspired idea.
Can you make it for me while I try what's in that manual fragment?
Take it. I'll have my assistant set up some dummies for you to practice with. Hey, Vincenzo!
Oh, okay. I was apparently not on a mission. Well, I'll do this one anyway. Get my techniques. It's ironic how these codex pages are written by Altair, the guy you play as in the first game, and they teach you techniques that did not exist in the first game. But presumably this is him using the knowledge he had from the Apple of Eden. So he may not have thought of these during the game, but he thought of them after them. Better late than never. Oh, nope. You triangle jumped. You didn't jump with like an L shape. Why don't you go like that? Is there blood coming from the dummies? Leonardo? I thought these were training dummies. Did you put people in them? Haha! See, that's one of those things that I know how to do because I played these games before. Because I am familiar with this climbing system, the exact way they've made it in this game. I do miss when the games let you press a button to manually jump. I forget when the series stopped doing that, but it at some point you could no longer do that. And it makes doing stuff like that harder. Or impossible, because I guess you don't have the jump button.
Look. Take it. Try it.
Thank you, Leonardo.
Non c'è di che.
There's someone I need to see while I'm here. I cannot approach him publicly. Would you know a way?
La Volpe.
The fox. Shh. Capisco. But do you know where a fox might roam?
Perhaps near the Mercato, where the thieves dwell. Sta attento, amico.
Excuse me. Okay. Now. There. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I'm officially not on a mission now. I guess I should have figured, because when you're doing a story objective, it does the crosshair to mark your destination or target or whatever. So I should have figured. But at least now I have both Hidden Blades and the assassinate from various positions techniques. So I can quit now. I can end the stream. Longer than usual, but I don't mind. I enjoy this game, so it didn't feel like I was going over time. Thanks for watching. We'll play more. What day is it? It's Wednesday. Okay. So, yeah. We'll be back with more on Friday. I really need to charge my watch. Bye.